boy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Stairs on the sides with the show, and till then it's half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof of my life, better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Ayy, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube and view for free. Ayy, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Welcome on in, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Happy Monday to everybody out there, and happy to be back with you here on the program. Lots to dive into here today on a Monday after another preseason fiesta. Oof. I mean, just an absolute waste of my time on Friday night or Saturday afternoon, whenever the hell it was. I can't even keep pace of when it wasted my time. All I know is that we did 2 hours of pregame for nobody who played, and that's because I've been told that, oh, we got enough reps in the preseason, in the joint practices. I was like, you did? All right, well, doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it by the guys that were out there. Like, is anybody who's out there getting the right amount of work? Because all of that just looked like a tremendous waste of time. A tremendous waste of time on Saturday afternoon. I hated it. I hated every piece of it because none of these people are going to play for the Dolphins. And somehow, I think the thing that's crazy about it is these coaches have gotten so soft. This used to be a thing where coaches are like, oh, I love giving my players more work. And now it's like, oh, you can't give them too much work. I'm like, well, why not? I mean, you can't do 2-a-days anymore. Why can't you do 2-a-weeks? Why can't I get 2 drives at least just to ramp it up a little bit, just to see what you got? Nope. You guys get to watch some guy who's going to be playing for the UFL later on. Hello, Leroy.
Mutan.
How are you, buddy?
Just as pissed off as you are.
About what that game was?
Yeah. And look, there's a couple of things here. One, these guys are all young.
Yeah.
Right? You're giving them veteran treatment for guys that need to go out and learn how to be NFL players.
Yeah.
And so that's the tough part. The other part is this. You're one deep because of the salary and the money that you're allowed to spend.
Yep.
You're one deep with a bunch of young guys that require some development. How are you going to get that done if you're not playing anybody? And look, I understand the quarterback thing, but he said it himself. Malik is like a rookie. This is going to be his first year going into a situation where he's going to be the leader of the team.
Yeah.
And so you have a lot of situations that require more reps, and you're giving them less reps. And I tell you what, and I said this last week, everybody says the practices are as intense as games. I'm like, no, they're not. And here's why. Because in practice, you can fight. In practice, you can do things that you wouldn't even you don't even worry about. But in the games, you got to be careful that you don't cost your team 15 yards.
Sure.
And so from that standpoint, there is no substitute for games in any capacity. There's not. You can make the practices as physical as you want. You're not tackling. And when there's fights, nobody pays the penalty. You're taking a bunch of guys making however much they make a week in camp. You can't find them, right? That's why they find the teams, because you can only find a person what they're making. So what are you going to find them? $500 for getting in a fight?
And this, and like even with the thing that's funny is like they always got crazy about, coaches have like practice violation times and how much time you're supposed to have, and so like we've found this weird place where all of a sudden we're worried about reps because I can't play guys reps. How could I play them 2 series in a preseason game? I mean, that'd be crazy. And I'm like, when in the history of coaching have we wanted to do less coaching?
And my biggest thing is this. For the last few years when this has been going on, we've complained about how just bad the first couple of weeks of the season was.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Because you got guys who haven't played in the preseason because you're protecting them from the preseason. And then they go out there and want to crank it up during the regular season. And what happens? Soft tissue injuries, calf injuries, hamstring injuries, right? So there is no substitute for football getting ready for football. That you have to go through a real live situation to get ready for the long, difficult, and tough season. And here's the other thing. You play one more preseason game this week.
Yep.
Some people call it a dress rehearsal. Some people call it we're going to see who's going to make the team. So that'll determine what vets play or what your starters play or not. Being that you only have starters, it makes it a little bit more difficult here. Mm-hmm. Okay? But then you get 2 weeks off. So if somebody doesn't play this upcoming week and didn't play last week, you got a month. And then you're going to crank it up?
It sounded like when he spoke yesterday that they're going to start ramping up starters this week. That's what he said. Like that everyone's going to get the ramp up for play this week. So it sounds like they're going to use it as a dress rehearsal. But I don't know. I was like, what was the point of all this? Like, I kept thinking to myself, man, there are people who paid to go to this game, and this is what they got. They got one pass to Coleman, and that was it.
You know what I would do? What I would do is to change it up. I would go preseason game or 2 preseason games, right? Week off, everybody practice against another team. And then the last preseason game. And then the regular season starts.
Right. Just no charade of it. Just do what you guys want to do.
No, you can't. Could you imagine in basketball, you play your preseason schedule and then take 2 weeks off?
No.
Right. You can't.
Basketball does it right. You know what, though? Basketball, we always make fun of basketball for training camp, but honestly, football just wants to do the same thing. Give us a week. That's what we want.
But in basketball, they play a lot in those games because they've been playing basketball all off season.
Yeah, they'll be playing basketball. They're playing a ton of basketball, but I'm saying like their training camp is a week, and that's all they want. They just want a week to. Obviously, these teams like don't want that much time to get ready, and that's
all it is. What they go, if you have a new coach, you get an extra week, I think. But normally it's a week, then the first preseason game, or 10 days, then the first preseason game.
Yeah, but they're not playing in the games, so they're using all of this camp. Like they're not playing in the games.
I don't know, and I try to hesitate because I don't want to seem like the guy saying back in our day, back in my day. But the fact of the matter is that you can't, especially a young guy, when you used to tackling a guy that's a doctor right now going to law school.
Yeah.
Right? When you get into the league, you got to learn how to use all your technique and wrap up and all that to tackle a running back because he'll bounce off of you.
Well, yeah,
and,
look.
And we're not – and so there's sloppy tackling, a bunch of like pre-snap penalties. You got – it's not good football because we've tried so hard to protect players for the season that you're like, oh yeah, it's the regular season now. But are we just as a fan, are we just overlooking how sloppy football has been to start the season?
Dude, when I saw Ethan Bonner slide down Odell Beckham Jr. like it was a fireman pole, I'm like, dude, you need to do some soul searching. He's
do some tackling.
He's 100 years old, Ethan. What are we doing? That's not intangibles.
Intangibles usually can tackle.
Intangibles. That's not intangibles, Ethan. All right, that was soft.
Well, he's an anomaly because he's also very fast.
He is very fast.
So run into him and hit him hard. Like
Jameis Winston was loving it. He was willy-nilly.
Yeah,
no one was getting near him.
Right. So I don't know, like, and listen, this is not, if you're just hearing this from me, this is not the first. I've said this before they started all this. I said this when camp started, that you have a lot of young guys who are going to be playing against talent that they've never played against. You maybe come across, look, I'm going to tell you right now, in all the years I played, maybe 2 linebackers made the NFL in college from then. One was Junior Seau. And I can't admit, there maybe been a couple more, right? But the thing about Junior Seau, he wasn't 250 pounds. You get in the NFL and the linebackers are 250, 260, and you can't outrun them. Like, you got to learn what you can and can't do.
All right, let's get to our headlines. They're brought to you by Doral Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito, and when we want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. We'll get back into the Dolphins. Second preseason game was just a colossal waste of time for everybody. I don't even have any takes out of it. There's no takes to have. It happened. It existed.
I regretted watching that game 3 seconds into it.
Yeah, me too. And there were parts where I was driving my daughter to her friend's house, so I was listening to it on the radio, and Joe's just like, I mean, I guess this is good work for guys. Like, they're going to get in work. And I'm like, yeah, I guess, guys who are not going to be here. And then meanwhile, the Dolphins are like picking up. You want to know how trashy the Dolphins roster is?
They picked up during the game.
In the game, they're picking up people. In the game. So that's something. Breaking news in the NFL. This was certainly the story of the NFL this weekend, and that was Deshaun Watson's pity party that he had on the podium.
Oh, I have words for this.
In spite of that, he was just named the Browns starting quarterback. So if you have words for that, let's save that. We'll get to that coming on up. The Marlins, weirdest team of all time. They do
like oh my goodness. Get swept and then sweep a team.
Yep.
This is the epitome of we're right here in the middle.
Very extreme swings, very extreme, but they sweep the Nationals on Tommy Hutton. You don't lose on Tommy Hutton Day.
No.
You don't lose on Tommy Hutton Day.
Nope.
Congratulations to Tommy Hutton. The montage was Goosey's galore. Voice of a childhood. Gonna miss him. Love Tommy Hutton. There's never going to be anybody like him.
Tell it like it is, Tommy.
Tells it like it is. I was listening to him in Strom yesterday, and he goes, what do you want, dads to say about, you when they ask, who was that Tommy Hutton? He goes, he had a few rants. I was like, that is what I will tell my son. He told it like it was.
Yeah,
he was a legend. And the fact that he was ever away and wasn't the voice of the Marlins was one of the most colossal mistakes in franchise history. But
right.
Marlins won yesterday. They beat the Nationals. They beat them on Saturday. They got a walk-off on Friday from Javier Sanoja. There was like 6 walk-offs on Friday. It was really crazy.
You know what's crazy? Like, he hit a ball to walk it off that was so far outside.
Yeah.
But that's what he does. He makes contact.
I love him. He's such a delight to play. And then the big news over the weekend locally, the Miami Heat and Klay Thompson agree on a 2-year deal. And Klay Thompson, he gave up some money.
Yeah.
And so originally we thought he was getting 2 years, 13. He's actually getting 2 years, 11 and a half. So that means the Miami Heat still have cap space to sign 2 more players. So that was awesome by Klay Thompson. He gave up $10 million in the buyout to Dallas to get out of his contract, and then the Heat are paying him about $5 million. So he gave up about like 4 and change for this year. So shout out to Klay Thompson. Pat Riley on the signing. He says Klay is one of the most iconic players to ever suit up in the NBA, a 4-time battle-tested world champion who will fit perfectly into his role as an all-around player on both ends of the court. We all talk about his shooting skill, but there's so much more that he brings to the game. and we are blessed that Klay chose the Heat in our quest to challenge for championships.
Has
Goosey's
he shot the ball well the last couple of years? Because
Yes.
he has.
No, dude, the shooting doesn't go anywhere for him.
Okay.
The shooting doesn't go anywhere for him. No, I think last year was his worst percentage year, and he shot 38%.
Right, which is greater than anybody on.
So he's in his, and that was him meandering through a year with a bunch of young guys in Dallas. But apparently was a pro's pro in Dallas because, like, he didn't, he was like, he signed to play with Luka, which, by the way, have you guys seen Luka? Oh, my God. Luka's on the revenge diet. I mean, he is incredibly slim.
Really?
He is with his feathered hair. He's got like 80s hair going on right now.
Right.
But yeah, Klay Thompson shot the ball. He's always shot the ball excellent. Is he the defender he used to be? Definitely not.
Right.
This guy used to be a great two-way player, but
That's why we got Wiggins.
That's why we got Wiggins. That's why we got Davion. That's why we got Giannis. That's why we got Bam. We got guys for that. You got one job, Klay. Get them up. Get up those threes, Klay. Weather brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Beat the storm. Schedule your free roof and window estimate today. Call 954-968-8155. And currently 86 degrees down here in South Florida. Wind gusts up to 7 miles per hour. Is that a gust? I think you got to be double digits to be a gust.
Yes.
73% humidity. The feels like is 90. So, toasty down here. We'll take a break. Lots to get into here from the weekend. We're back after this. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Back with you here on a Monday. You guys can get in on the chat on YouTube and Twitch. 104.3 WQAM on YouTube. Miami, 104.3 WQAM on Twitch. Hey, do you have what it takes to bring the heat? The Miami Heat are putting out a casting call for the 2026-2027 Hoop Troop team. If you're a high-energy performer who's comfortable in front of the camera and knows how to hype up a crowd, this one's for you. Strong dance and performance skills matter, but it doesn't. But so does not being afraid to put yourself out there. So come create the energy inside the Kaseya Center. For more information, visit heat.com/Hoop Troop. Love the Hoop Troop. Shout out to the Hoop Troop. Makes all. You know why they are? They're the maestros of the bit. That's what they are.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I was like, can't be afraid of the bit.
Right. That's what
I can never do that.
They make the bit go. They make the bit go.
I'd be the bit stopper.
Yes, you would be. Probably. I would be like in the middle of doing middle of this, the Golden Oldies. Why are they stripping to a booty shaking song? I don't get it. It's like, that's the bit. That's the bit. And they never get, people never get sick of the Golden Oldies doing the same bit. It's always like, and then just people go crazy when the old people strip. They love it. It's adorable.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's
it
so
works
good.
every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Fails.
Every time the Golden Oldies bit works. I dare you to say when it doesn't. All right, Leroy. This Deshaun Watson thing. So he was just named the starter. I know that's not a surprise to you, but he had a huge pity party this weekend on the stand. Yeah. He on the podium. Shedeur started. Shedeur was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then Deshaun Watson played in the second half. He stunk. The fans booed him. Now, we went into this week, and he was asked specifically about it, hey, what do you think of the fans boo him? He says, I don't care. Which was the biggest, was a big lie, because he obviously cares very much.
Can I just tell you, like,
yeah, go ahead, give me your thoughts on
if he would have played well, he would have said it didn't matter. He played poorly.
Yep.
So then he needed to have a reason why.
Correct.
God forbid he's not good. It has to be. It's hard to play in that environment. Which, if you played football, most of your life, half the crowd didn't like you anyway. So you're used to it. You're used to, and so here's what I would say. You're never going to win against fans. There's too many of them. The only thing you could do is make it worse. And if he had come out and just said, look, I understand, I haven't been very productive since I've been here. And so every time I'm out there, they want to see excellence, because it's almost like I owed him something, because I haven't been very good. You have to have a level of awareness of the situation before you start criticizing others. The other thing is that, and we've had this conversation before with who's the wide receiver from Michigan, Braylon Edwards.
Oh, yeah.
And they asked me, Braylon Edwards said that the Cleveland fans don't like me because I went to Michigan. And so naturally everybody calls a Michigan person. I'm like, no, they don't like you because you dropped the ball. Like, what part fans, because here's the thing about sports. Sports gives you an incredible ability, no matter what you've done off the field, no matter how terrible you've been towards people. Sports gives you an opportunity to go on the field and be liked. But if you suck, everything comes out. Now, why did they name him the starter? Because they paid him $230 million. And
they got no option.
And the other thing is that although just watching Shedeur, he's made leaps and bounds as far as playing the position, making decisions, being patient in the pocket. he's made, I mean, he looks like a different guy than when he first got to Cleveland.
Yep.
If you start him too early, you have no quarterback. So I think in their efforts to try to have Shedeur be the quarterback of the future, you be a little more patient with him because you're not going anywhere.
I think, I get that. I think the thing is, this guy, you talk about awareness. I mean, there's not been a guy.
He has none. Let's be clear. He has no awareness. Everything that he has said from the beginning of his downfall to right now has shown he lacks awareness.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
because there's certain times in life where you kind of have to eat it. And you have to realize that no matter what I say, I'm going to be on the wrong side of this. So I'm just going to eat it. I've made mistakes. There's things that I should have done differently. I want to come in here and get a new slate. I want to do everything right. I want to try to regain, my ability on the football field. He's always handled himself as if though, well, as soon as I get back out there, I'm a ball.
He's handled himself in not only that, but he's handled himself like he's some kind of a victim here too. Like that's the thing that's crazy about it.
No.
And that to me was like the craziest part of this press conference where he was like, it's not performance based, it's personal.
No, it's performance based.
And I'm like, no, this is the one area and domain. Like people will forgive heinous behavior.
That's what I'm saying. Football gives you the ability to change people's minds, right? Like when you do something heinous and you've been in trouble, right? Football gives you the ability to have fans in their own justification separate the art from the artist, right? Yep. But if you suck at both, then the boos come collectively and you have no idea why. Right? You can make it seem like he can say they're booing me because of my past. They're booing me. He can pick and choose, but the fact of the matter, they're booing him for everything. Yeah, there's nothing that he's done to stop the boos.
Yeah, you stink now, and now you're acting like you're being targeted, and you're targeted only because you stink, not because you're
Correct.
There's any vendetta against you. There's not a vendetta against you. And I almost felt like because he's such a disingenuous person, I thought two things. I thought, one, biggest bullet dodged in Dolphins history. Like, we could talk about Tua's contract and all that, but at least the Dolphins made the playoffs. That dude led the league in passing. Tua was never as bad as Deshaun Watson was as a Brett. And that was the first thing. The second thing is I thought he did that on purpose to get released. I thought that he did that on purpose to strictly get out of Cleveland. I thought that was his move. I thought you don't do that without some type of vendetta. I thought that he was doing that strictly because he knows he doesn't have it anymore. He knows if it's not week one, he'll eventually get supplanted by Shedeur Sanders, and then it's over, and that he just wanted to move on. He wanted to put this chapter. He wanted to take the money and run and get out of it. It was such a weird way to go because you don't go from I don't care what the fans say to it's personal because they cheered when I tore my Achilles.
Right. Well, here's the deal. When people are unaware, when people can't put things in perspective, right? When people can't understand the circumstances which have people feeling this way, right? Yeah, I can see why he would think that, right? But it stems from, has he ever been aware?
No.
Has he ever been aware of his circumstances and why people feel the way they feel? And in fact, to be honest with you, most people recently have only talked about his inability to play football. They haven't talked about the other stuff. But when they say, when you get to this point, you have to bring up the other stuff because it kind of builds and adds to the reason why people do the things they do towards him.
That's going back to people overlook things. I mean, like, listen, there were, and I'm not painting all Browns fans, just like you shouldn't paint all Browns fans for cheering you when you get your Achilles torn. There were Browns fans at tailgates who had massage tables out there celebrating that he was with the Browns.
Right.
Like, there were plenty of people willing to overlook what you did.
I think that's the part. That's the part that people tend to forget. People tend he tends to forget. They signed you to $230 million. You got suspended for the first 11 games.
Yeah.
And the fans were like, at least when Deshaun gets back,
Right.
we'll be right. And they sat and they suffered for 11 weeks. And now it's 4 years later, and they're still waiting. How long are they supposed to wait?
Right.
How long are they supposed to be patient? It's been 4 years. You can say what you want about Tua. It may have been 4 years or 5 years, but at least you had some good in there.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. When he got the money, stunk. No doubt about it.
Right.
But
absolutely.
But like the idea that the Dolphins were snooping around that, and because he couldn't get his stuff settled, like they didn't pull the trigger. And then here's the other thing. He acts like he's doing Cleveland some type of service, right? Like you weren't drafted there. You stopped the PJ on its tracks because they offered you $234 million guaranteed, or whatever the hell the total was.
Yep.
Like, come on, dude. You sound like the phoniest of phonies, which shouldn't be a surprise. But I think this is just crazy behavior from him, and it's going to end in disaster. Of course it will. And the other thing is just like, I feel bad because, man, it seems like Shedeur Sanders is really beloved. Everybody really wants him to get his chance. He seems like a complete delight. And I don't know what the total games of how much of a disaster it has to be before they flip the keys to him, but I know that's where Cleveland's going to be at now. Is like they can't wait at least for him to get his crack because, even with all and he's dealt with his own adversity, he's still doing it with a smile and handling it like more of a professional and more mature than even Deshaun Watson is.
It's crazy.
But some people got that and some people don't. Like you said, some people have awareness and some don't. And I wouldn't say like, Shedeur's certainly got some maybe some blind spots, but I think that but it's just done with a much more positive light.
Right. And listen, there's a difference. And this is where we need it. There's a difference in a person who is confident about what he does and carries himself in a way that, you may not like, right? Some people don't like the in-your-face making comments type of player, right? They just don't. But it doesn't mean he ain't working. It doesn't mean he ain't preparing. It doesn't mean he's not doing the things he needs to do to get on the field. It's just maybe a personal preference. You want your quarterback to look a certain way, right? But the Deshaun Watson thing, he has been going at everybody with no understanding that maybe he needs to understand the situation that he's been in more than anybody. You're asking fans to be understanding and everybody loves the great comeback story, but don't you have to earn that?
Dude, trust me when I tell you, everything that's in his past, the Browns fans would love nothing more than, hey, at least he's good at quarterback, and he's not. He's been terrible. Arguably the worst. So, yeah, not a great look for him, but he's still starting week 1 against the Jaguars. Take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Tell you what, though, that Cam Miller, nice run.
Yep.
Nice run up the middle. It was a good play. I literally feel like I could count the good plays on like one hand from Saturday night.
If that.
That was a good play. The Coleman play was a good play. Rookie wide receivers, I will say, these rookie wide receivers have been making some plays in the early going. That's kind of exciting.
Did you see this past weekend? There was a 69-yard field goal made.
I did see that. I did see that.
And we made fun of Janikowski.
I know.
Right?
I know.
They kept trying.
I think it was his beer belly that we were making fun of too. Like, because he just looked like
he looked like he was smoking cigarettes and eating snacks on the sidelines.
Yeah.
And he had a hell of a leg.
Oh, he had a boot. Now they're all side boots. Although Vic Fangio thinks it's all a lie. He thinks they're gimmicking the ball. That's what he thinks.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what he's like. A defensive coordinator would say that, though, right? Like
right.
that seems like an old curmudgeon. He goes, Now, I will say the good counterpoint to that is Nick Folk, because Nick Folk never did that, and even he was hitting super kicks, and I'm like, what's going on there?
Right.
You know. But I think everybody likes it. Everybody who doesn't love seeing a crazy field. I will say, Patterson made a 50-pluser. So I was like, good for you, Riley. Good for you.
But 50 to 55 yards used to be
hard.
Like, do we want to try? We're going to give up crazy field position.
Yeah.
Now they're kicking it from midfield, and we're going 60s like it's a new 50.
Yeah. Nikola Roziervich says, Tobin, you still sound sick. You need a more comprehensive examination to make sure you don't have anything serious. I have what's called a cold, dude. It's been remnants. It's okay. Sometimes people get colds. It happens, Nikola. You're good. It's fine. I appreciate you needing me to go to the doctor, but I actually feel a lot better than I did last, because I know what really sick is. Really sick was what I was on Monday, because I caught it from that little germ cube, Tommy Tobin, trying to take care of him, and he got me all sick, germ casserole. Kids.
Oh, that's it. You know, the kids.
Oh, the kids.
And they're go to school for 2 days and they come back and they're sick.
Oh,
it's crazy.
It's literally like, you want to talk about, you know, the contamination level when you get to school, Brittany, what you're exposed to, crazy. Yeah. It's great. Like, and then so like these kids come home and they're like, this guy wants me to go get a bunch of tests from the doctor. It's like, I don't need to. I've had kids for half of my life. I know what it is. They got me sick. Solved. But I tell you one thing, I was chugging that Tussin this past week to get rid of the cough.
I thought that was a tangible thing.
It was it was good. It was needed. I'm like, oh man, I haven't had cough syrup in a while.
It works.
It does. It does. It coats it. It makes
now
it feel
they got
good.
27 different. Oh, if you want to do this, and this, try this one. If you want this, do this one. Is it scratchy throat or a headache?
Do you have one of these things? Did you what was your reaction when I sent you this weekend, speaking of health problems, that Giancarlo Stanton blew out his other leg falling while running?
Dude. What I like that guy, and here's the kicker. Everybody he plays for knows his situation, and they all pay him a boatload of money and just say, just be ready in the playoffs.
Well, who's everybody? The Yankees? Like,
well, the Yankees, but he used to always be hurt down here.
Not as bad as it was with the Yankees, though.
It all started when he got hit in the face.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was another great Tommy Hutton rant. When Mike Fiers hit him in the face, and then I think he hit, I want to say Wes Helms after that, because he was probably shook from breaking Giancarlo Stanton. Right. And even Tommy Hutton is like, oh, if you can't control it, just get him out of here. Because they were getting all mad. And they're like, hey, man, you keep hitting people. And Tommy Hutton was getting mad because we just saw our season go up in flames because our MVP just got crunched in the face.
Right.
But, yeah, I don't know. What, like, even the way I read it was like Giancarlo Stanton, remember last year he hurt both elbows. Both. This year he messed up a calf. He was running, and apparently fell over and hurt his other calf. And so Aaron Boone was like, the calendar's not looking good for him. I'm like, what? You take him here for last stand, one last dance. Marlins are paying a lot of his money anyway.
Still?
Season. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think he's got 1 year left.
I mean, if he has one more year left, why not?
Just take a flyer on it. Why not?
No.
Especially if we're already paying $10 million.
Exactly.
But here's the deal. You're gonna have to give up assets.
Nah, no way.
And he's probably not gonna be healthy.
You're not gonna have to give up assets.
I don't think the Yankees want to give him up. I think they really say, "Hey, just be ready for the."
If he doesn't make the
postseason.
playoffs,
if he doesn't play in the playoffs, then I think they're going to be. I think the Bronx Bombers. We got to get this stiff bum out of his. 24 was like them. You want to talk about little patience? The Yankees. Oh my god. It is crazy though. I mean, because I don't know. Is it too much muscle? I don't understand what he's going. Dade South says, is he too in shape? I don't know. He's had everything.
Isn't he just kind of like old?
He is old now too. That's fair, Brittany.
I think part of it, to be honest with you, is the fact that when you do nothing but lift and you don't run, I would guess that most of his preparation for a season is in a weight room and not running.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you start running and putting stress on your body, you get in trouble.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't, he definitely has had the hammy thing his entire career. I remember those.
But he doesn't run that fast anyway. So why, you're blowing stuff up and
remember you don't
run.
He had like some looks in when he was coming up. He had some looks in. He was supposed to be a tight end or something like that. He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
I think it was somewhere along the line when he was bench pressing Adriana Lima. That's when it was like, oh, he doesn't really care about this anymore. He just.
But again, she's like a curl weight.
Oh, that's true for him. Yeah, that's not
right.
It was.
What she 110?
Oh, I don't know.
She can't weigh no, she ain't got nothing to her. So it ain't while it looked cool, it wasn't really that strenuous.
No, I understand. It's just saying that's I remember that distinctly, and then he really couldn't stay healthy anymore.
Right.
But I read that and I was like, I'm a little sad. But I would love one last stand. Because if we're paying 10 of his 15, we'll pay the whole 15. What's the difference?
He's only making $15 million this year?
Yeah, because his deal goes down. Remember that crazy deal? So remember it had the opt-out, and then it went crazy money. But the Marlins had to pay there was a year where the Marlins had to pay $10 million of it every year. So now they're at the point where I think there's a year left, and the Marlins are still they're paying 10 of the $15 million anyway.
Right.
So I'd take a whirl on it if we're paying him anyway. If the Yankees are sick of him.
Yeah.
Oh man, who's been good though? I'll tell you who's been good since we got rid of him. Liam Hicks.
Oh my goodness! Didn't he hit a grand slam?
Hit a grand slam. He's been
the first game.
He looks like April. Yeah, he looks like April. Liam Hicks. He looks amazing. Sucks, but we're getting Kyle Stowers back today, which is good. That De Los Santos. I mean, they bring his ass up. I hope he doesn't pack a big bag, because it feels like he comes in for 2 games and they send his ass back.
And they send him back. Did they tell him just bring a travel bag? Don't pack your stuff.
Pack light, Davison. You're not going to be here long.
And they got rid of a pitcher and brought in another pitcher. That was the move on Saturday, right?
Yeah, it's got to be a slow road back to Jacksonville. Do you think they send him on a bus or a plane?
A plane. Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I think for the game. I'm saying when they send him back to Jacksonville.
I've been the only team that I can think of. We used to take a bus to Pittsburgh.
Man.
Because it was too hard to fly. It took longer to fly.
How long does it take to get to Pittsburgh?
3 hours? 2.5, 3 hours?
Man.
And so you imagine you got to go to the airport, right? So if you leave at 1, you got to be there at 12:30. We used to walk right on the plane. And then say takeoff would be 1 or 1:30. You finally take care. It's an hour flight. Then you're at that airport, and then you got to get on buses and go to the hotel. It's the same amount of time.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did you guys do rest stops, or did Ogden have to use the bus bathroom?
No, we didn't stop. Oh, we
never stopped.
So how about this? Let me show you. Boy, I tell you, the Browns was Browns and back then. We stopped. It was 5 buses. We stopped on the side of the road because Pittsburgh was our last game to switch footballs. So everybody on the team had to sign footballs for, they give away to, to people.
Holders?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we stopped like halfway there on the side of the road, and they switched the footballs.
That's very annoying.
That's very Browns, right?
That's so annoying.
Right.
There had to be a better method.
No. They say you ain't got nothing else to do.
I mean, I guess, but still, like,
Just bring all the balls that you need signed.
Yeah, but everybody's not sitting on the same bus. Like
So
you only keep in mind when you travel, same thing with a plane. People don't realize that, there's 3 seats on a plane. You're only using 2 of them. The middle seat's open except for the young guys. They sit in the back and they're 3 across. Right? On a bus, it's 1 seat. So if you got 30 rows, that's only 30 people.
So everybody gets their own row.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not like you making it sound like there's 120 people.
No, but I'm trying to figure out, did it? So you're saying that never happened where somebody had to use the bathroom on the bus and they were too big for it?
They made it work. I know I wouldn't. It wasn't my
I know
problem.
you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't.
That wasn't my problem.
I was trying to think if the left tackle had to go in there.
Man, I think, listen, unless you got some kind of bowel problem, you go before you get on that bus because you know what's happening.
You're very proud of your ability to hold.
I don't want to hold it. My body just won't no, player. If I do have to go in public on the rare occasions, right? I'm sick. Got the BGs or something. I'm telling you. And then all bets are off then.
Man, what a time to be alive. Hey, college football is back, and so are the predictions. Who makes the playoffs? Who wins their conference? Who takes home the national championship? On Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform, they let you trade those predictions in a live market. Will this be the season that Miami gets over the hump? They got all the way to the Natty last year before coming up short, but they're currently trading at 8% to win the whole thing. So a $100 trade gets you a payout of just under $1,200. All right, so that is the place. You want to talk about conferences, win totals, whatever you want for Miami this year, you can trade it all on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you're trading against your peers in the live market, meaning there's no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. Trade the draft pick, the game, and more on Kalshi. Download the Kalshi app. Use my code Tobin to get $20 when you trade 20. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Kalshi products are not available in all jurisdictions. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Great to be with you here on a Monday. Let's get to our headlines this hour. That's brought to you by Doral Hyundai in Miami. When we go to the beach for a little solcito and we want a low price, we save with our Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. The Dolphins, their second preseason game. But they didn't have practice today. People who are boots on the ground, I don't believe any more practices are open.
No, it's usually after the second game it's done.
Or
before the last preseason game, because that's when you start kind of game planning.
Mm-hmm. So some reports, this is from David Ferrones of the South Florida Sun-Sentinel. Quinn Ewers was back at practice today, Brittany.
We're happy about this?
I don't know. I just thought. But there actually was, here's some good news. Chris Bell was out of his red non-contact jersey in a regular jersey for an offensive player. He has been cleared for contact in practice.
He actually, I saw him running, in some of the stuff they showed. He actually looked really good.
He does look good.
Right.
He does look good. He's one of those big, type receivers. Like, he looks very strong. Yeah.
I'm wondering I don't know what kind of speed he has, but
his speed is like run over your face. That's
right. But like certain receivers like that, it takes a while for a quarterback to get used to, because you can throw it and they don't have to be open. Right. Like, for example, with Randy Moss, you threw a ball when he was even though he looked covered because he was going to pull away. Whereas Chris Carter, you knew he was going to find an open spot and be very technical from that standpoint. So it's curious to see, which is one of the problems with Harrison Jr. He doesn't separate.
According to AI, because he did not run, obviously, at the combine, but scouts estimate his 40 time to be in the 4.40 to 4.44 range.
Yeah. So as far as that's, I don't want to say average 4.4 is like, but when you talk about wide receivers and speed, right, that's not considered elite speed. But he's big and he's strong. So he's going to have to, and how they use him is going to be a little bit different.
This isn't great. According to David's report, defensive tackle Kenneth Grant was using a scooter to move around as he interacted with players working out on the side. Not awesome. A scooter. Like,
on one leg and
I don't know if he means I don't know if he means the flamingo scooter, or does he mean the meet? Like, I don't know. Which does he mean a rascal?
No, I feel like he meant a scooter. Like the one leg one.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's
Is that
not
like
good.
So that's an ankle injury, probably?
I don't know. I know I don't know.
Big scooter too.
I think they only make one size.
He was using a razor scooter, just having fun out there. That's a big boy for a scooter.
Oh, he was just on a razor? Is that true?
I don't know. That's what Dade South.
No, someone's making a joke. Come on.
Damn it, Dade South. This is serious. Just having a little fun, baby.
There's no way that you fell for that.
Dude, let me tell you something? My son has a razor scooter, and he loves just like scooting around on the patio. But dude, I'll like pick it up because he'll just leave it, and it like will swing and just hit your ankle.
Oh my goodness.
There's no worse pain.
I wanted to that is fall to my knee, like bone, like scooter on bone, ankle bone.
It's awful.
I got one worse for you. So, when you golf, when you get out of the trap, you hit the bottom of your shoe with the club to get the sand off so you don't track it onto the green or whatever. Every now and then somebody misses and hits their ankle.
Oof.
So, that is like,
Oof. That's brutal. All right, so yeah, Kenneth Grant moving around. It says that Sealer and Brooks were working individually apart from their position groups, so they're still working their way back. Yeah, that's all the injury news. UD was there. Udonis Haslam was at practice today.
cool.
That's kind of cool. Think he spoke to the team? UD loves the Dolphins.
I mean, some of them, he's been playing basketball before they were even born.
That's true.
Think about that. So he's been out of the league 2 years, 3 years?
That's crazy, right? 3 years?
And he played for 20. So
Yeah.
everybody that's 24 or under was either just barely born or not born yet, which is most of their team.
Oh, exciting. Stock up, stock down. Stock up. Linebacker Jackson Woodard. Yeah, he recovered the fumble on.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Which one? There was a lot of fumbles.
The one by the Giants, the ugly one that went whoop, 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 like Three Stooges style.
Were you shot? Well, like once it started raining, the ball was like a slip and slide.
Yeah, it was rough.
Which again, I want to point out, these are things you don't experience before the season starts because when it rains, you go inside. So game type situations, these are some of the things you need to learn.
After recovering a fumble Saturday against the Giants, Woodard kept that momentum rolling with extensive work at Monday's practice. He fit run gaps extremely well. He showed strong pursuit on the sideline, broke up a pass in red zone drills, although he gave up a catch to speedy receiver Devon Achane. It's not like Achane left him in the dust. All right, intangibles.
Well, yeah, but that's the whole point of Achane. You want to get him matched up with linebackers. Like the fact that we say that happened, that's going to happen a lot. That's why Achane is who he is, because they find plays to have him have a linebacker covering him. So you're not alone there, buddy. You're not alone.
Stock down.
The scooter.
No, not the scooter. Tight end Seydou Traore, the rookie from London and Mississippi State, who was drafted in the 5th round, though the international player pathway is now sidelined after having a rough pair of preseason games. He might be a candidate for the practice squad.
He most definitely will be.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about him this entire preseason.
I would say the difference between a veteran and a young guy are the ebbs and flows of camp, right? Like coaches will tell you, you can pretty much know and kind of tell where a veteran is and what he needs. But with a young guy, like 3 days, you might see, oh, this looks like he might be this. And then that 4th day, it's like, whoa, all right, let's start over, And so it's just kind of the uncertainty. So, yeah, like very normal to have the ups and downs of a young player. Because I'll tell you right now, the other thing people don't realize, they might be a little tired.
Yeah, for sure. Especially a lot of the young guys who played a lot, right?
Yes, correct.
Omar Kelly says Chris Bell and Malik Willis are working on routes after practice. Goosies.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. That's if I find
any. Somebody said, Leroy, don't lie. Did you fall asleep watching golf? Of course. I tell you all the time. It's a great nap.
Ambiance.
I'm not even lying. Like, who cares?
Was this the playoff?
Yeah, the second one. Next week is the last week.
So who won? Wyndham Clark?
Yes, but it was crazy because Rory caught up to him because he dropped 3 shots. And then they were saying, oh, Rory's going to do it. They got to 16, right? And then they put up the stat. You ready for the stat? No player has ever won the BMW shooting over par the last round. And at that point, Wyndham Clark was 3 over. So I bet you if you had a chili pepper, everybody put the chili pepper on Rory. Birdie, birdie, birdie. Boom. Game over.
Man.
Yeah, Wyndham Clark birdie the last 3.
All right, those are your headlines. Give you a weather update brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Hurricane season is here. Make sure your roof and windows are ready. Call 954-968-8155 for a free estimate.
Are you ready for this one?
Go ahead.
Leroy starts a sentence and leaves it up to future Leroy to sort it all out.
That's a point.
Point for Twitcher.
It's Al Macco.
I don't know what he's trying to say, but just trying to let that run through your mind. The creativity is excellent, right?
It's currently 88 degrees, partly sunny. You guys get it. It doesn't feels like it. It's 88, feels like 90, so that's pretty close.
Was I the only one that felt a little nip in the air this morning because it was like 77 degrees this morning? So when I went out, it was like a little cool, like because it's normally 82 in the morning.
I definitely didn't feel
You
that.
didn't?
I wasn't up as early as you outside, so
I was outside at 6:30.
I was super annoyed with Sunny Bunny because she wouldn't go outside, and I'm like, you need to go outside. I'm not going to be home for hours. And she's like, she just gives me that look. She's such a princess that like if it's a little damp outside, she's like, pee outside. I'm like, yeah, pee outside. So we're in a staring contest. I'm like, I need to go to work. She goes, what do you think? It looks like we have a problem here because I'm not peeing.
She's still tired.
I guess, yeah, she
She
doesn't like
wants to
that.
sleep.
She does. Well, that's why one thing is like, I don't think she'll have an accident because she just literally goes to sleep for the whole day when you're not there. Like just whoop, just out. Except she'll go bed, couch, bed. So she has to hit everybody. She hits the cycle. Tommy's bed, Sophie's bed, couch, mommy and daddy's bed. Oh, everybody's home. All right, peasants. I guess I'll go outside now. Anyway, Texas says close I tried closing the door. We were sitting there looking through each other through the glass. I'm like, go pee. And she was like, no, it's wet out. I don't want to. Take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program as your Miami Dolphins will wrap up the preseason on Friday against the Atlanta Falcons. Now, little drama in that QB battle as well because Tua's been terrible. Michael Penix, I believe, was cleared this week to practice fully. So it could come down to if he looks healthy, he may be starting back-to-back years for Atlanta. So keep an eye on that, Leroy. Could be possible that Tua's window is closed as being the starter in Atlanta, at least to get the season jumping.
Yeah. I mean, look. If Tua had done anything close to playing quarterback, they would have taken their time with Michael Penix, right?
Yep.
But now it's like, how far are we with him?
I don't know, dude.
No, I mean, that's what they're saying. Can we, is he cleared to practice? I've never, there is one position in life that you cannot be a mental little person.
A micro wrestler?
Yes. No. And that's quarterback. The mental strength you have to play that position with all that's going on and all the meantime have to show everybody else on the team and especially on offense that everything's okay. You can't you just, if you look at your quarterback and you have doubts, it kind of has a way of finding its way all the way down your roster, right? Think about all the situations where the quarterback has played terrible. Your defense becomes not as good. You could have a top. Look at Cleveland.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cleveland had a dominant defense that became not dominant because they didn't have good quarterback play and they were on the field for 70, 80 plays a night.
For sure. It spreads.
Right. So that is the problem, I think, with Tua more than anything. Right. And here's the other thing. You can't be. So when everything was going great with Tua and he was chirping and pounding his chest and, the price is the price. Right. And all these things, everybody thought it was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Somebody should have wrote in the small print, but you bet not suck because you can't handle it.
Don't lose.
Right.
Don't lose.
Or you can do this and be humble when things are going great. So when they're not going great, you're still on the same, at the same level.
I think the thing that's crazy about it, though, it felt based on how the team was excited to get him, that they were excited to move on from Michael Penix because they thought Tua's got the weapons now. And now that he's been in a couple situations where he can get hit, they're like, hey, Mike, how are those knees doing? How they doing?
You know what it is? Here's what it is. You ever had a relationship and then it doesn't work and you guys both move on? The next relationship is so much better, regardless of who it is. The next relationship, what's your best relationship? The next one, right? That's just the nature of it. So when everybody was talking about Penix shortcomings and being hurt and this and saying we need to get another quarterback. Hey, Tua led the league once, right? Oh, it's going to be great. Everybody's celebrating around Tua. Then Tua did some Tua stuff. And you know what? I tell you what, that old girlfriend, she wasn't that bad. She had some good qualities, right? That's what they're doing.
Dude, speaking of qualities, Brittany, how did Rueben Bain with those tiny arms move that lineman so far?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, I figured you would ask Brittany. That's funny.
But also, I was really the one thing that had me interested about his preseason game was how much they dropped him in coverage.
Well, that's kind of what they're trying to do with him is not make him one-dimensional, right? So, and Brittany, if you make him one-dimensional and say he's a pass rusher, what they'll start doing is just sliding everything to him. So he doesn't have to cover anybody. It's probably going to be zone coverage all the time, right? But you still need him dropping off periodically. And that's what a lot of the outside guys, you need them, first of all, to seal, which is something Chop had a problem with early on, right? You need to seal outside when the run comes over there, close it down. He can do that. You need to rush the passer, right? And to be complete, you got to be able to drop in coverage every now and then. And the reason why you do that is you slide the protection to Bain, and then you got Vita Vea on the other side over the guard and somebody outside. Now they're singled up. And that's how you kind of create havoc on defense. So him dropping back doesn't ever mean he's going to have to cover. But when you see it on film, you're like, they can bring this from either side?
He never stops going towards the ball, though. Like you said that remember that play that he had where he was like completely across the field and was there for like a fumble that popped up out of nowhere? Like that dude just never stops.
Well, yeah, and that's what that showed in the preseason game too. Like he was somehow already by the ball at the end of every play.
I mean, I know that guy that he moved wasn't good, but he was giant.
He moved him with one arm.
One
That's
arm.
impressive.
And here's the thing.
Starter or not.
Here's what I tell you, and that's what I told you about Kenneth Grant, right? It don't matter how big you are. If your body is not in the right position, you're going to get got like that at any position. And that's the thing that big guys need to learn. If you ain't in a good football position and supporting your movements, you're going to get thrown out of the way. And that's the old Reggie White hump move right there.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. The old Reggie White hump move. But here's the kicker. What Bain does that makes that possible is he's so quick and fast and accelerates off the ball that you got that offensive tackle on skates.
Yeah.
If you're moving backwards, I don't care how big you are. You could be 400. He going to just push you out of the way and go. And so that's, wow. Kenneth Grant for J.J. McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy?
Because a big guy could be big. Right? Right.
I'm not ready to give up on KG yet. I'm not ready.
I'm not getting the problem with J.J. McCarthy, he does everything to look like a quarterback, but doesn't play like a quarterback. Right?
Yeah.
Like he does that. Like he is the definition of combine quarterback.
It is crazy though. Like we just see these guys they fall in love with these guys, and we're just like, what's the difference between you saw, if it was a third rounder, it makes he should have been like Carson Beck, like a third rounder. It makes sense.
Right.
Hey,
right.
You're on a great team. The bread and butter was the running. He's got great weapons. Why did he skyrocket up like that? Like everybody
for the same
was a running team.
For the same reason why a lot of guys move up. When quarterbacks start getting taken, right? Quarterbacks start getting taken, like you feel like you get one. That means the value of certain quarterbacks moves up. Like think about this. Look at all the quarterbacks that came out this year that 2 years ago were supposed to be first-round picks.
Yeah.
And they went back to college.
Allers.
Cade Klubnik, Beck.
Yep.
I just saw DJ Uwugalele have a good game. What's his name? Uwugalele?
I don't even remember.
I don't even remember.
Uyunglele? I think it's
there it is.
He plays for the Chargers, right?
He plays for the Chargers. He had a nice game. I'm like, wow.
He always had that. What was it? Was it FSU yet or Notre Dame? I forget. Who was the Clemson game that he had?
I don't know, but he's played for almost all of the college football teams.
There was that one game he had, and Trevor Lawrence missed it. And we're like, oh, they could just. We all thought Clemson's going to just do this forever, and
I believe it was Notre Dame.
I think it was Notre Dame. Brittany, I think it
Mhm.
was Notre Dame. And we're like, oh no, Clemson found another one. And that guy went to like 9 different schools.
Right.
He's awful.
Yeah.
It's
Have you guys,
crazy.
so like, did you see that so the Browns guy left. He's going back to LSU. He's going to LSU with Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
This is going to be weird, right? Like, are we going to, I don't know. Like, it's hard to put your mind around it. It's not like if I was a player and I was like, oh, I'm getting offered $800,000 to go play in college or whatever. What do you make for practice squad? 2? You know, like if you,
I think you get like 10, 15 a week.
whatever
that is over 18 weeks.
If you're going to make a lot more of it, it's this is going to be kind of a weird cut down day. It feels like with everybody. Because it's like he does it. I mean, how many people are going to go flock to go do it?
Oh, it's going to become a new problem.
Well, again, I blame the NCAA for this because if they had gotten a grasp of it before it became a problem, which is kind of their job description, right?
Mm-hmm.
The NIL, the whatever. The NIL happened because of the courts in California. Not because the NCAA came, and then once that happened, they can't control it. Now it's out of control. So now you're trying to come in after the fact and get and rein it in when you should have had a plan beforehand. When guys were like, "Hey, we should be doing something for these athletes." No, student athletes, right? And now it's out of control. And now everybody that want to come back to college just says, "You know what? I ain't worried about the NCAA. I'm going to go get a judge." So you ain't even running your own organization. Yeah. Don't worry. Remember years ago I told you there's going to be 3 conferences. It's coming. It's coming.
I love that Mario's not breaking on the ACC is better than the SEC to Nick Saban. It's great.
Right.
He goes, well, we beat them all the time. And Nick Saban's just like so beside himself.
Did you see what the SEC's record was in bowl season? It
was terrible.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
It was terrible. In fact, the ACC had one of the better records.
Do you think Mario's like scouring the waiver wire? You think he's like looking?
I think Mario, I'm going to be honest with you, is always looking.
Oh, yeah,
that's one of the things about being prepared.
Mario
like whether you want, you know what you say? I don't even want him, but you know, I'll see what's up.
He's like, what am I going to do? Like Clemson get him? No, thanks.
I just think that if you're going to have this, you should have to go back to your old team. Because then it's like, what's the difference between this and free agency?
So, but the thing is nobody has to sit out anymore, right? Like you could just go willy-nilly.
I know that. But the thing is like you should have to go back to your old team. Because you never entered the transfer portal, technically.
No, I think he is in the transfer portal now.
So he went to the NFL. He got drafted.
Yeah, he went to the NFL.
Went to the NFL, and
he's in the portal.
It was in the portal.
And now he's going back to Lane Kiffin, but Lane Kiffin's at LSU.
I just think that if you're going to do that, you have to return to your old team.
Of course, Lane Kiffin would also find the loophole yet. I'm not hating, though, because in case the Canes have, like...
Oh, my goodness.
I know how this is going to work.
Yuck the yum.
I can't. I'll be like, well... If Mario, because like Mario's like, all right, well, like
it's a double standard.
Who's looking like they're getting waived? Anybody? Oh, him? All right.
Well, I mean, you know what? Him and Jess could have a little powwow over lunch and just talk about players that are on the waiver wire because evidently they can go back to college too.
We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. Leroy's Game Balls and Game Bums are next.
This guy's a ball.
Oh, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to gather around the locker room and for Leroy Hall to hand out his game balls and game bums. What do you got for us, Leroy?
Well, I think we know where my game bum is going,
Oh, I think so.
and that's going to be Deshaun Watson. I've defended a lot of players that probably didn't deserve to be defended because I understand what they're going through, right? But at the same time, you can't take the offensive in the situation. Like, the city of Cleveland has been more than patient with Deshaun Watson. More than patient. More than any human being would be with any other person that's been what he's been through. You're lucky that you play quarterback. Let's just put that out there. And people were patient because they didn't have a quarterback. Simple as that. But you can't then attack them. Right? Like, that's a bad look.
Genuinely, from everything that he's got, just a terrible strategy on his standpoint.
Correct. And in no way, shape, or form should Deshaun Watson be taking the offensive.
Nope.
To any way he's being treated.
Not in the least.
Not in the least. My game ball, and like, I guess if I gave him a game bum last week, I got to give him a game ball this week. It's the ups and downs of your Miami Marlins. Like, holy smokes.
I guess the good news is if they win tonight, we know they're sweeping.
Right.
I guess that's the good part. I mean, they're still not out of it. They're still four. It's still four games.
They're not out of it. And based on what I saw from the Dolphins this past weekend, please, Marlins, just keep me interested. You ain't got to win the World Series, but just keep it exciting.
We got a Sandman on the hill tonight.
Can't lose a Sandman night, although they lost the last one.
They did, but not a Sandman. It's not a Sandman night at home.
Okay.
Can
we? So, question: should we stop making fun of Peekaboo? Dude's been on pretty good.
He's been pretty good.
Right. This is a good thing now?
He's gotten that stink off him. I mean, that's his thing. You know, everybody has their thing. You know, the peering over the glove. You know, Randy Johnson, Ryan Dempster.
Yeah, I don't know why he peered over his glove. He was 6'10".
So scary. I mean,
they say by the time he left the ball left his hand, he was so much closer to everybody than all the other pitchers.
Has to be Jennifer's favorite athlete of all time, yeah? The original birderer.
Yeah, did he?
Oh, dude, he blew it up.
Oh, my goodness.
J Figs, a birderer.
Brittany, have you ever seen the video of Randy Johnson killing a bird?
Of course.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was horrible. I would cry.
Has that ever happened again? There's that feels like a once in a lifetime thing.
It
Right.
cannot, like, the probability of that is so small.
Yeah, because the probabilities of it happening are crazy, but then you add on top of it, the person who's pitching is a giant who threw 100 miles an hour from the left side. Like, has that happened again? Has the Pedro Serrano ever happened? Where Serrano killed a living thing?
I mean, so it's either between him or Manu Ginobili, who swatted the bat out the sky, but he had to get
he was aiming for the bat.
Right.
The bird just happened to cross paths with the ball at the same time.
I've seen golfers, like, not just pro golfers. I've seen a bunch of videos of golfers that hit balls and they hit birds.
Dade South says
Somewhere in the air, somewhere on the ground. By the way, I saw one of the worst shots in golf on TV. Guy flat topped it and it rolled into the creek in front of him.
Oh wow.
One of the leaders. It was crazy.
Dade South says AJ Burnett took out an F-150. I never knew if that was on purpose or if that was by accident because he was so wild as a pitcher. I couldn't tell, but yes. The Marlins had a promotion where they would have an F-150 just drive around the warning track. Mind you, they had a rubberized football stadium, so it went around the whole track. And AJ Burnett just took out one of the windows one time while he was warming up.
I feel like that's more probable, though, than a bird flying exactly where a pitch is going to...
It's a much bigger target.
Right.
Much bigger target.
It's a much bigger target.
And also,
like him and his other bird friends were trying to pull a bit.
Right.
For the bird to be flying that low is kind of crazy.
Daredevil bird.
Wild.
Hey, guys. Think I can dodge the Randy Johnson bitch? Whatever, Carl. You've done it every time. Oh, no. He didn't make it back.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Speaking of crazy performances, did you watch Eurobasket yesterday? Huh? Why did you give me that look, Brittany? It was a look. That was genuinely a look of disgust.
Can I ask you, like seriously, in the chat? You guys talk about me talking golf, and it's golf playoff season. So yeah, I'm gonna mention it a little bit. But you don't say nothing when he starts talking Euro basketball friendlies.
It's a friendly. Well, it wasn't. Here's the thing, though, and Jokic said this. He says there are no friendlies, only preparation games. I was like, oh. I was like, that's true. Not very friendly.
And that came from your 23-year-old Jovic?
No, that came from Jokic. That came from
Oh, that's very serious for him.
Very serious for him. Very serious. He takes it very seriously when it's Serbian basketball. Very serious. So I'm telling you, the thing that's interesting about this, all right, this is now 2 games in a row. Handsome Serbian coach, he keeps putting Jovic on Wemby. And this is 2 games in a row that Jovic has forced a Wemby airball at the end of the game. He's locked him up. He's been clamps, dude. I'm telling you. Now, it was unfortunate what happened. Actually, this is a funny thing. The guy who had the game-winning basket for France yesterday. So here's the scenario, Leroy, if I could paint the scenario for you.
Yeah.
So Serbia was getting their asses kicked. Killed. You're like, oh, not Serbia's day. You know what? Split the home and home. We go off to the World Cup games, all right? Get ready for Iceland, all right? And our Serbs will be ready for that. But instead, Serbia decided not to lay down. And they came all the way back. And in fact, Jovic was a huge piece of this in the fourth quarter. He started nailing threes. He was locking dudes up. He was awesome. Then, 20 seconds left in the game, all right? Jovic locks up Wembanyama. Airball. It was his only missed 2 of the game. Because here's the thing. If you leave him for 1 second, you got to keep a body on him. Because if you don't, he's a flying condor. That's a dunk. You can't stop him. But if you just keep a body on him and he loves these weak ass fadeaway jumpers, he's like in love with it. Somebody has to get a hold of Wembanyama and say, hey, idiot, knock it off. I don't know who's going to have that talk with him. Maybe the monks. But Leroy, I'm telling you something. I don't care how smooth it looks. This is the stupidest shot in basketball. The Wembanyama jumper. You want to talk about letting people off the hook? Like, when you see him jump, you're like, oh, no. But when he fades away, you're like, phew, because he can't hit it. He's been building a brick house. But anyway, so Jovic put the clamps on him. Serbia comes back, takes the lead, but Avramovic was out, okay? And he's our lead point guard on Serbia. And so I'm part Serbian now. And so Serbia takes the lead, but they left too much time. 4 seconds left, okay? Francisco, I forget his first name, he comes down. He bounces the ball from half court, and he finds, I forget what the guy's last name is, but you want to know what his first name is, but you want to know what his last name was, Brittany?
Brick.
Horde.
Oh!
Horde had the game winner yesterday.
You French,
for France.
Yes.
You're French?
Horde had the game winner yesterday. So it was unfortunate,
Wow.
and everybody was laughing at.
When I've traveled around the country, I realized there's more white hordes than black hordes.
Well, I could give you a history lesson if you'd like.
Jalen Horde.
No,
Sacre
he's
bleu.
intangible.
Oh yeah, I told you, Fran. I told you there's tangibles in the
Of course
Eurobasket.
Yeah.
In fact, France is mostly tangibles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Serbia is not. Serbia is not.
Horde had the game winner, or words I thought I would never hear. That makes two of us.
I'm telling you, like it was an incredible ending. It was an incredible ending. But yeah, Jalen Horde had the game winner. He plays for Maccabi Tel Aviv in the Israeli league.
Jeez.
Yeah. Great game winner by him. But everybody was making fun of Joker because Joker kind of just like watched it all happen. He didn't even care. He was like, oh well. Either way,
So they split.
They split. But the big news is this handsome Serbian coach, he's using Jovic as the primary Wemby defender, and he's done pretty good.
What? Okay, so
He's done pretty good.
From a layman, give me Wemby's stat line.
I think he had 18 yesterday. I think he was 1 of 4 from downtown because it's hard to find box scores. I think he was 5 of 6 from 2.
Fine.
But
You found the game. You can't find a box score?
They don't have box scores for friendlies. It's hard to find. But the one miss, airball. And he also
We get the play-by-play on the chat.
yeah, it was great. What a time. What a game. Jovic, dude. I mean, he was like, I hate to say this, because, Brittany got very mad when I said this about Pelle Larsson, calling him Swedish Dwayne Wade. I hate to say this about Jovic with the defense that he's been playing on Wembanyama, but I think it must be said. Jovic was kind of like Serbian Bam Adebayo. I got to be honest with you.
Get out of
He
here.
kind of was like Serbian Bam Adebayo.
Get out of here.
Kind of. A little bit.
Get out of here.
A little bit.
Are you
A little
serious?
bit. A little reminiscent. Like if you looked at him, Brittany.
Of one of the best defenders in the NBA.
I'm just telling you, if you squint your eyes a little bit and you're like,
You have to squint your eyes a lot a bit.
it kind of looks like Bam. The way he's moving his feet, quick feet. Quick feet beat height. Everybody knows that.
Everybody's saying give you a -1.
Why?
Because that's
That's ridiculous.
I'm telling you that he looks a little like Serbian Bam Adebayo. Not Bam Adebayo. He's not Bam Adebayo. I just want to be clear here. But the Serbian version of Bam Adebayo, he kind of looks like him.
Well, that's the problem is that you have to be very careful how you say it because last time, that's not what you said about.
I'm telling you, he looks Bam-esque on his defense against Wembanyama. Moving the feet.
You better hope that he plays well this season because they're going to come after you.
Why?
Because look at
I'm
you're
not
already hyping him
promising anything. I'm just
You're calling him the Serbian Bam Adebayo.
he kind of looked like Serbian Bam.
Dude,
Like Bam Adebayo would defend Wembanyama. Handsome Serbian coach is like, who's stopping Wembanyama? I know. Serbian Bam, a.k.a. Jovic, dude.
cut it out.
I'm going to ask Jovic, did he take inspiration from Bam Adebayo in his defense against Wembanyama? And I bet you he says yes.
They say stuff like that to be nice.
Say what?
Yes. He'll say yes. Oh, yeah. Bam's
All right,
been
well-
helping me.
But I feel like he's very an honest person. so
He is
I think
honest.
he's-
He is honest.
I think he's probably gonna be like, no.
Stunt
Like,
Steve.
why he can't get credit for just, doing a good job?
He did, but I'm just telling you, like, kind of look like Bam Adebayo.
All right.
Maybe Spo puts that in the notes. Oh, now I have 2 Bams.
Uh-oh.
What?
Pouring.
Ominous.
No, it's not ominous. It's pouring.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
I had the thing yesterday. I left Publix, and like you just walk out, and you're like, I have 90 seconds to get to my car because
You could see it, right?
you could see it, you could smell it. And you're just
You know
like,
what else is crazy? When it's wet, you cannot go very fast crossing the street at Publix.
Nope.
Those little white lines work like a slip and slide.
Dave Sapp says, ask that question as Mama Jovic. No, Nico, what did we say? What film were you going to watch before taking on Wembenyama? Oh, Mama, do I really have to reveal? Tell them. I said I would watch Bam Adebayo footage. That's right. And we were saying that you were basically Serbian Bam. That's what we were going for.
You think Mama Jovic would say that?
We know Spo loves the clamps.
I'll only let you ask him that if you ask it in Mama Jovic's
I don't think
voice.
I'm brave enough to do that yet.
No.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know why you're so scared.
Maybe if I go like, hey, what do you think of my Serbian? And then I'd be like, what do you think of my Serbian woman? And then I'm like, hey, what was your mother like? And then it'd be like, maybe I gotta work this. I gotta workshop this. Don't blow.
Where will I be?
Hopefully next to me.
Right next to him.
No, I know, but usually I'm sometimes put in a situation where I kind of have to react, and I want to know where I am to try to figure out how I should really react.
I know
You're premeditating.
You're gonna look at
this.
me. You're gonna give me the look like, please don't.
Because I know when it's coming. Because first he gives the smile, and then he's like, "Buckle up."
Yep.
He has to have a sense of humor. Come on.
No, I mean, if anybody was gonna find it funny, it would be him.
Yeah.
But it's still, I don't know if anybody wants an impression of the mother,
That doesn't even sound right.
Take a break. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let's get another weather update brought to us by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Have a leaky roof? Take action now. Get your free estimate. Call 954-968-8155. Let's see. 89 degrees right now. Mostly cloudy down here in Miami. High of 91 today. And, yeah, that's what we got looking on. The Miami Heat, they have signed Klay Thompson. We, of course, find this hilarious because there is one member of this show who, of course, has been besmirching the good name of handsome Klay Thompson, Captain Klay, and that is, of course, Frog Boy. And I think it's time this hour that Frog Boy says his piece and apologize and make amends, Leroy, for what he has said about Klay Thompson in the past.
Yeah. Let's wait. Do we need to wait to see how he plays?
No.
Okay.
No. First of all, Klay Thompson's already a real one. He's given up dough. He's given us flexibility.
That makes him a real one?
That makes him a real
What
one.
What if he plays like crap and doesn't help at all? Are you going to be the first person to say he's cooked? Or are you going to say he's still a real one because he gave up money to come here?
No, he'll always be a real one. He'll always be a real one. I'm not I'm not expecting prime Klay Thompson. I don't know what to expect. Though the Heat have had, people have made the Ray Allen comparisons and said, that they've
he ain't gonna run as good as Ray Allen ran around.
Nobody ran as good as Ray Allen ran around. He was
okay,
crazy.
Then why are you comparing him to Ray Allen?
I'm saying people are. I didn't say me, dude.
I'm just saying. He's not a show.
Wow, you're already let me get this straight. So you're Team Frog Boy on this?
No, not at all.
It kind of sounds like where you're going.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I just asked a question.
Wow.
Like shooting is at such importance here in the NBA. Like, I'm shocked that somebody would give up money if they still have the skill set to do something.
Yeah,
right?
Well, you don't want to play on a bad team. That's why.
I got you.
Don't want to play on a bad team that's up and coming. You want
Right.
You know what? I'd like to go to a team like I thought I was going to go to, which was a team fresh off the finals. I would like to go play with one of the best players in the world, Cooper Flagg. No disrespect. I think you'll get there one day, but you're a child.
I mean, it's the same thing the way LeBron did with Wiggins.
Yeah, it is. He sent him off. Sent his ass away for Kevin Love. But now Wiggins is here alongside his guy Klay. Maybe they welcome another Splash Brother. Who knows? Who knows?
Oh my goodness, it's never enough. Never enough with you.
What do you mean it's never enough?
Oh, the Klay thing's nice. Would really be nice.
Unbelievable, dude. This was Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh weighed in on the Heat signing of Klay Thompson, and this is what he had to say about it.
Klay Thompson to Miami. He's going to be open a lot. He's going to make a lot of threes. He will be encouraged to shoot a lot of threes. Eric Spoelstra having that shooter, that's one of his favorite things. One of his favorite things is a knockdown three-point shooter, especially an elite one like Klay Thompson, like Ray Allen, and there's been many guys after that. So we'll see how it goes. Great move by the Heat, great move by Klay. I'm glad that he's there, and let's see how him and Heat culture can work together to bring, some wins back to Miami.
Wow. I mean, so Chris Bosh is comparing him to Ray Allen as well. I mean, what do you have to say to that? That's Chris Bosh, not me. Rebound Bosh, out to Allen. Bang. Now it's rebound Bam, out to Thompson. Splash. Biscayne Klay, dude. What a time. What a time. Get him a boat. He gets to boat up to the games. Woo. So fun. Chris Bosh said it, not me. You can't get mad at Chris Bosh. Who can get mad at that face?
Nobody.
Exactly, dude.
But, I mean,
You actually also didn't hear the clip where he called. There's another clip, but I lost it, unfortunately, where he said that Niko Jovic was like Serbian Bam Adebayo. I lost that clip somewhere.
Get out of
I
here.
lost that clip. But you might want to, I'm pretty sure. Listen, if he had takes on the friendly between Serbia and France, I think that would be his take. I think that would be his take.
I thought you were being serious too for a second.
Really? That's
Shame
your
on me.
fault.
Shame
That's
on
your
me.
fault.
Other headlines, get to those here on the show, which is brought to you by Doral Hyundai in Miami. We go to the beach for a little solcito and we want a low price. You save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. The Dolphins, they had practice today. Big news there. Chris Bell, he was out of the red no contact jersey. Kenneth Grant was apparently rolling around on a scooter, according to reports. That's not awesome. So,
I mean,
we'll keep an eye
what's
on that.
too big to be rolling around on a scooter?
Yeah. Get
Right?
that man a rascal.
No.
The Dolphins will be back in action on Friday. They welcome in the Falcons. Tua, probably going to play. We'll see how that goes. Greg Dulcich, this is a quote today from practice from Isaiah Smalls. Dolphin special team coordinator Chris Tabor says that Greg Dulcich looks like a French painter, and he routinely calls him Frenchman.
That's nothing new. Coaches always find nicknames for players. And it's funny because a lot of times it gets to the point where if you ask them what's his name, he wouldn't remember. You have to think about it.
It's like, I don't know. I think that he looks like a yoga instructor with that hair.
Oh, like what was that movie? Couples Retreat?
Yeah, couples retreat.
He looks
Yeah.
like a yoga instructor. That's what he's got. That's what the mustache, the hair connotes to me when it comes to Greg Dulcich.
Connotes. Yeah.
That's what it connotes to me. It does.
All right.
That's what I think it looks like. We got some breaking news out of the NFL. 49ers owner Jed York has been busted in Ohio. This is from TMZ in a prostitution case.
Wow. Can I just say, if I have money like that, that's not where I'm shopping.
This is the story.
I mean, not for nothing. Ohio?
Ohio. This is the story from TMZ. San Francisco 49ers owner Jed York has landed in an Ohio jail on Sunday after being arrested for suspicion of engaging in prostitution. York was busted in East Palestine and booked in the Columbiana County Jail before posting $5,000 bond. The case moved quickly from there. Prosecutors amended the original engaging in prostitution to a misdemeanor of disorderly conduct before he pleaded no contest on Monday. York also pleaded no contest possessing criminal tools, a misdemeanor. Criminal tools? Is that
What
money?
are criminal tools?
I have no idea.
A judge sentenced York to 1 day in jail on each count, served concurrently with credit for time already served. He's ordered to pay $1,150 in fines. According to WKBN, which first reported the news, York's cell phone was ordered to be returned to him, while $160 was seized in the case and forfeited to the Mahoning Valley Human Trafficking Task Force.
Oh, so he got.
He became 49ers owner in 2008 and the franchise majority owner. He paid
Not for
160
nothing.
Wait, was 160 the price?
I'm guessing that's the money collected. It's Ohio,
Hey,
dude.
Hold
What
on,
do,
dude.
like, what do you?
Hold on. I understand it's Ohio. Wouldn't one think that the owner of the 49ers could go a little more high priced than that?
He
The
was in
price is the
Ohio.
price.
What? How horny could you be?
Yeah.
People have problems, Tobin.
I don't know.
Is he from Ohio or were they playing the 49ers in preseason?
No, they weren't. They played the.
Who
Who
did
did
they
the
play this
Browns-
past week?
No.
Buffalo?
49ers and yeah, they played Buffalo.
They play Buffalo?
Cleveland played Buffalo.
What about Cincinnati?
I thought that the Chargers and the 49ers played this weekend.
You might be right. I'm just wondering why the hell was he in Ohio and why was he so horny?
Is he from there?
they
Yeah,
put.
he's from Youngstown,
Oh
Ohio.
my
Yeah,
God! So he was
which
doing hometown horny.
I'm tell you, there's
Mhm.
Wow.
do a little research.
Did you ask
On the Youngstown.
Youngstown is from? Isn't Ray Boom Boom Mancini from Youngstown?
Yeah, but it's a forget about it
Well, yeah.
kind of area.
Oh, like mafioso.
Yeah.
Hmm. Wow. $160.
That's where the previous owner is from. What's his name? The OG owner. When they were winning the Super Bowls. Can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name either. Sorry.
But
Almost. Dade South says maybe he was trying to save her, like Pretty Woman.
No, please.
So that's 2 owners right now who have gotten busted. One in Jupiter and one in Ohio.
Eddie DeBarlo.
Oh.
You don't remember? That's like,
No, I don't. I didn't know the name. I'm sorry.
yeah, okay.
The old.
He's from
49er.
Youngstown also. What they
Really?
got going in Youngstown?
What they got in the water over there?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you got 2 guys who've owned the 49ers.
Handsome Daffy says, so technically he paid thousands for a $160 lady of the night. Well, yeah, it cost him a lot more.
Yeah, because he got caught.
If he would have just paid $1,100, it feels like he wouldn't have been in the situation.
Probably not.
Do you think like he did like old school? Like, do you think he was at a hotel or do you think he rolled up in a car? I need answers.
I don't know, but it was a sting. So
Well, was it? Yeah, maybe it was undercover.
yeah.
So yeah,
That's
he probably went to them.
Well, the sting was like what happened to Kraft. That was a sting. Swarm. At the what was it? Happy Orchids.
Something like that.
I don't know. It's right around the corner from your house, not us.
I know. Well, we all see those massage parlors. We're like, what's going on in there? The thing that was crazy with Kraft wasn't it like on the way to the AFC Championship?
Yeah. They ended up winning the Super Bowl that year too. Was that the 28-3 comeback?
You know what? That all escapes me. I'm not really sure which one.
Yeah.
Do you think he gets an orchid engraved on the ring? We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Get to a little 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored here. Sponsored by the Invitation to the Lexus Summer Sales Event. Get offers on select models now through August 31st. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello.
Hello,
How are you?
Jennifer.
How was your weekend? Everything good?
I had a good weekend. Yes, everything is good.
Fun plans? You do anything fun or secret agent stuff?
I guess I'll reveal it for all right or no.
Okay. We look forward to that. Meanwhile, the Dolphins had practice. That preseason game was rough, dude.
Dude, I have never changed the channel from a preseason game quicker than I did that game.
It was
and
really
I
bad.
was like, well, maybe I'll see some of the young guys. Maybe I'll see. Nope. Never mind.
Here was Jeff Hafley this was him on Sunday on his Zoom call with the reporters, and he said, clearly there's work to do.
You talk about that. You're talking about every single player. Some I was really pleased with. I mean, I thought some guys stood out and helped their cases and made some plays. I thought the rookies who we asked to play, I thought a lot of those were in and out quickly. And then clearly we have some work to do, Omar. There's there was some mental mistakes, there was some physical mistakes. A lot of those guys got a lot of time for the first time together, and certainly the outcome wasn't what we wanted. I think that's coaching. I think that's playing, and it needs to be better in a lot of those cases. But what it really does help, though, is when you sit down today and you take a deep breath and you get away from it's a preseason game and the score was the score, and now you have this chance to really evaluate these players. It is such a good evaluation tool for Sully and I to sit down and talk to where this roster's at, where it needs to go, what needs to get better, who we feel like moved up and down. And it's why preseason games to play all these guys is really, really important.
Oh, yeah. It seemed like you really took it seriously. It seems like you're really using it as an evaluation tool, not just
I don't know. But remember, I told you before the game, I don't care about the wins and losses. Are they organized? Is everybody where they're supposed to be? Or guys doing what they're supposed to? That is the sign of, where you're headed. I understand that in the preseason, physically, guys aren't going to be good enough. Like, that's just the nature of it. You got guys on your team that are not going to be here in 2 weeks. That's the nature of it. But are they still doing what they're supposed to do? Are they still where they're supposed to be? Those are the things that, okay, I'll take being beat physically, right? But don't beat me mentally and don't have a whole bunch of boneheaded mistakes, because you don't have room for error. You don't have depth.
Yeah. Well, they weren't, because there were a ton of penalties.
Right.
The drives got stalled out.
Right.
Don't love that the running backs, the guys behind Achane, a lot of fumbles this preseason.
I'm going to give them a pass for this past week, because here's why. That ball goes from zero to slippery very quick.
Cool. What about the week before?
Yeah, I know. I said a little bit.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm like a little I'm a little worried about either one of them.
I tell you this way, there are certain people, and I was that are violent runners, right? That are quick but violent. And sometimes when you're trying to be violent, the last thing on your mind is the football. So you fumble more, right?
Well, I'll take that.
Usually guys that, when you look at a guy like Achane, who his whole game is built on fluid, speed, or whatever, they don't usually fumble as much.
Well, I'll take that off your mind, because our correspondent has decided to join the show. Hello, Frog Boy.
I don't think you guys are ready for this. I just want to give you a little disclaimer.
Oh my goodness. What are
Are
you?
you kidding me?
He's Klay Thompson.
Why do you look like Klay Thompson?
I can't. I can't.
Let's go, Klay. Let's go, Klay. Let's go, Klay. Check. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What do you
You're on
think, guys?
board now?
What do you guys think? I've been practicing my form. What do you guys think?
I think that you look like Klay Thompson, and I wonder what the hell happened to all the
You
slander.
What slander? What slander are you guys talking about?
Slander?
When did I ever slander this guy? This is one of the greatest three-point shooters in NBA history, dude. And we picked him up on the cheap skis,
We
dude.
got him on the cheap skis. We
Just
did
when
get
you
him.
thought-
Tobin,
God,
how does it
father
feel
was
to get Tobin?
Wow. I didn't expect this because especially how he was acting all weekend. I didn't expect the turnaround. I mean, I'm kind of glad that he's on board.
What are you talking about? I mean, look, I just want you to know I've matured as a person.
Mature.
And
You got to
if
say
you think
mature.
I'm matured as a person. And if you think that I'm going to come on here and slander one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time.
Wow.
You made a B2K song challenging, calling him a bum.
That's
then
true.
you're right, because he's a bum, dude. He's a bum. Are you kidding me? We wasted how many dollars? And I don't want to hear anything about, oh, yeah, look how much money he gave up to be in Miami. Oh, look how much money. No, that's tax cuts, and that's because he's gonna pluck the women. That's what he's gonna do. Hide, everyone, hide. If you have anyone,
Just
if
put
you,
your
your
headphones back on.
nieces, your wives, Klay Thompson's on a boat somewhere and he's coming for them.
This is
And I want
insane.
you to know,
This is
I'm
a
not buying it.
roller coaster of emotions.
What is wrong with you?
We know what kind of guy he is. We
Dude,
know
you're
what he
22
did.
years old. You have gray hair.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't want to deal with this. We know we have task at hand. Klay Thompson, look, this guy, this just proves my point, all right? You know, as if he wasn't riding the coattails of Steph Curry. He's like, do I want to come to Miami? Oh, Giannis is going? I guess I'll go to Miami now. I guess I'll go to
He's the
Miami.
first person ever in history to want to play with good players.
This guy is, if he wasn't already basing his career off of one superstar, he goes to Dallas. Why did he go to Dallas, guys? Why?
Luka.
Luka.
And now where is he?
He wants to play in Miami with Giannis.
Guys, this guy he cannot do anything by himself.
But that's his role. That's his role.
He's a three.
No, but he's never come out and said, I want to be the guy.
This guy's a 3-point shooting leech. That's what he is.
Leech.
He's a leech, dude.
You're a leech.
Where's the success? Oh, Meg, success. And let's not even start how he assaulted that woman during the parade. I don't even want to talk about the kind of person.
Way.
Okay, well, you know, he should be more fleet of foot. And you know why he's not more fleet of foot? Because he's old. And the old, slow feet.
This is ridiculous. I can't believe you. You need to get on board this season. All right, be who you were to start this segment. I don't
trust
like
me.
this.
I'm bored already this season.
What?
I am. Yeah.
You're crazy.
How could you possibly be bored by having one of the greatest shooters of all time be on your favorite basketball team alongside Giannis, Bam, Wiggins, Davion Mitchell? I mean, what are you doing? Get on board.
Okay, look, he better not take minutes away from Myron Gardner. This is really what this all stems from.
Myron Gardner?
Let me tell you, this all stems from a little misunderstanding and a little disagreement. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to take minutes. This is the kind of man that Klay is. I want you guys to know that. He is the kind of man to plot on Myron. You want to talk about me bullying Drew Smith? This guy's a perennial Hall of Famer, and he's taking minutes out of the mouth of Myron Gardner.
So you think that he's been thinking about coming to Miami ever since the altercation with Myron Gardner last year simply to take his job?
Doesn't that sound like Klay?
Right? No, it doesn't. What are you talking about? You're the only person who hates this guy.
No, I feel like everyone's in agreement. That totally sounds like something he would do.
Except for the Stallionettes. I don't know what her group of fans are called, but they obviously hate him very much.
Just the
now.
Stallions.
Just the Stallion. Okay, the Stallions also hate Klay Thompson, but
Where'd
I
my
don't
wig
know.
go?
I don't know.
You threw it somewhere.
Sorry.
Where did you find such an accurate Klay Thompson wig?
You know, I've been dreading this day for a long time. Now, I did make some egregious claims that if he were to get, acquired by the Heat, that maybe I dress up as a cheerleader outside of the arena. But if no one's gonna be able to find those clips, so it's really no problem. I mean,
Oh, Marcos.
Hey,
Did you say that? I don't even remember you saying that.
You were out
It
that
was
day.
the day that he weren't here.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, listen.
Tobin dressed up like a dragon
Yeah, and a kangaroo.
and a kangaroo.
You know, the Hoop Troop auditions are coming around. Maybe you could get a late slot in on the dancers auditions.
I think he's just waiting on the golden oldies.
Mm-hmm.
The old and hornies. Remember, I renamed them.
There's nothing wrong with the old people being horny. As
Let's
long as
be
you're
honest.
not like Jed York.
Are we gonna hold this guy to any standard, or are we just happy he's here?
What do you mean? Are we going to hold him to a standard?
Because
What
like,
standard are you holding him up to? What do you expect from Klay?
They are putting him on graphics with Bam and Giannis. Is he 3? Is he the big 3? Is he the third? Is that what you're telling me?
No, he's not the third.
So then what? When can we decide? All right, this guy's washed and this was a mistake. You know, because
I
your
don't
boy
know.
here
He
has
play a game. Would that
No,
be?
you
would that
tell me.
suffice
You
to
tell me. No, wait. Let's set the tone. What does he have to do every night to get you to understand that he's fulfilling his role? What is?
all right, better than Duncan Robinson.
Duncan Robinson his last year with the Heat, or Duncan
Well,
Robinson his first year with the Heat?
How about out of the doghouse, Duncan Robinson? Because you know
Out
how
of the
spelled.
doghouse, Duncan Robinson.
He was. Oh wait, that's a hard stretch to find because, he was good for the 2 for 2, and he was out of the game back in the doghouse.
Trust me, the only thing we had Duncan Robinson. Now we got Duncan Donut over here. He's not gonna do anything, dude. He's old.
So he needs to average for you 12 points a game.
Come on. Is that too
12
much to
points
ask?
a game, 4 threes a game.
Is that too much to ask?
I don't actually think that is too much to ask. I think that's probably what he's probably aiming for. It's what he did last year.
Okay, so then we can all agree if he doesn't do that, then what?
Yes, if he's averaging 6 points and all of a sudden for the first time in his life is shooting 35% from 3 instead of 38, then I guess we could say he's washed. But do you think that with all of the gravity going towards Giannis and Giannis just kicking out to him wide ass open that he's going to forget how to shoot?
Yeah, speaking of gravity, you know who struggles with gravity? The old.
What?
There's no way he's going to be able to do that.
Stop old shaming him.
I thought you was gonna say you, because frogs.
All right, thought that was a fat joke. Went a different way.
No.
No, it was close. It was there.
Fat bum.
Unnecessary.
What? That slipped. Sorry, it was right next to the frog button. Alphabetical.
Look, I'm not upset. At
You're
the
kind of
acquisition.
trying to backtrack.
No. We
Yes,
didn't
you
give
are.
up anything.
I can
for
see
him.
it. I can see it.
I don't want to prey on the downfall of anybody. Being
Really?
that we are the Miami Heat, I don't
Because
want to
every
on...
word that has come out of your mouth before now has been literally that about Klay.
He's a
And I don't
coattail
even.
rider.
I'll give you this. Like, you've been on this early, like before Klay Thompson's. I think before his 4th championship. I don't really understand why this happened. Was it because of him getting cooked in China? Like, where did this all begin? Your disdain for Klay Thompson.
I just didn't like the love and appreciation. Sometimes fan bases, Taylor Swift, New York Knicks, they can ruin a good thing. Everyone's enjoying these things, and then the fan base.
What did Taylor Swift ruin?
Well, I mean,
She didn't do anything, Marcos. Don't come for us.
no, I didn't. Sorry.
Hey.
What did the fans do?
I don't
Sit
know
down.
what that smoke.
What did they do?
You see what I mean, Leroy? You see
I
what I mean?
pretty bold coming from a Drake fan.
Pretty bold.
Yep. There you go.
Guys, I can only defend one thing at a time, please.
I mean,
Also,
hey,
Drake
did he
now
just
is
marry
coming for
somebody he
other
just
men.
met?
Sorry, Leroy, what'd you say?
Everybody spoke at the same time. How about we
Didn't he
roll
marry somebody he just met?
that? I'm pretty sure that's a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what do you think? He's Klay Thompson? Guys, had Meg this poor Meg the Stallion.
So you think that Pat Riley made a mistake? Is that like? Do you want to say that? Like, you think this is a mistake?
Okay, let me tell you where Leroy has a bit of. He has he's kind of seeing through this real quick, because I respect the fact that we were able to get him on the cheap skis and not give up anything.
Okay.
But I hate the guy's face. What do you want me to do? What do
I
you
don't
want me to do?
understand what he
What
did.
do you want me to
I
do?
don't know what he did.
He just look at him. Just look at him, dude. I see right through him.
Wait,
Look at
do
Omar.
you really have a wristbands,
Yeah, I got two.
sweatbands?
Yeah, I get
For
two.
what?
Does
I
he
was-
wear
oh,
wristbands?
Clay.
Does he wear the 2 wristbands?
They came in a pack, guys. What do you want me to do? I had to get like a disco 70s wig. I really want that wig. I looked good with it, I think.
You did actually. You could pull that off very
It's in
well.
the room with you.
Yeah, I know, but I got these shades on. I'm being extra ridiculous. So I can't see anything. But you know, I'm focused. All right, I'm locked in. And how far are we from media day? I'll show my support for the Miami Heat. But don't say I didn't warn you. Hey, listen.
Warn us about what?
Don't say I didn't warn you guys. Look, come on. Let this be the thumbnail. Right here. Look. Oh,
That-
this way.
I don't want. What is that?
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Is that you warning us?
Yeah, you can put some graphics right here or something like that. Don't say I didn't warn you. That's why Kanye shrug. Because I'm telling you guys.
He's making less money than Tim Hardaway Jr.
That's a good move, Pat. It's a good move. That's a good move. Hey, you gotta give it to him, man. Godfather, you doubted him, huh? You want to talk about wrong takes? You doubted the guy.
All you need is that big thing to cheer, to yell barks in. Let's go Heat.
Yeah, I'll get a blue.
Oh, here we go. If Klay ends up being any good, you got to wear your Heat outfit and yell one of those out in front of the arena. Yelling to that, let's go, Klay.
Look, I support the Miami Heat. I will do what I have to, especially if he's performing. But I mean, look at this guy. You know why he's doing that? Because he can't see, because he's old. That's not him doing 3 goggles. He's actually on defense in that picture, and he can't
We
see.
do something else. Can we make him do a show with his feet actually molded in clay?
Okay.
Oh my God! Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
That's what you should
So
do.
you
instead
just
of-
have to sit and do a whole show with your feet sitting in clay.
I don't
And
like that. Do I
and that wig
and my hands too? And
And
then
your
do I sell this on the internet? Is that what do we
know.
what do we do with these?
You can mold
gonna
it
be
out.
hung up on the wall somewhere.
Who you
cool.
gonna give it to? You got frog feet.
Yeah, that's rare.
Oh, yeah,
I'll hang
forgot
it on the
about-
wall.
Will the clay mess up your webbing?
No, it'll make it unique. No need. No need,
Sorry.
all right? Kicking me while I'm down.
All right. Have a good day.
Worst case scenario, guys. It's worst case scenario.
Literally the best case scenario. It's the best player they got him. They got him for nothing.
Yeah, because he's a coattail rider. I told you that.
Great. Love that he's on our coats.
Let's go, Klay.
Get out of here. All right. We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this.
still looked almost normal that night.
How long before you think he looks up?
What happened?
Nothing, dude. Nothing.
What happened?
Nothing, dude. Nothing. 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 Your ASMR was just cranked to 100. That's
Oh.
So squeaky. So squeaky. And I keep thinking you have a guitar there that you keep knocking into. I know it's your microphone, but for some reason it sounds like an
It
acoustic.
sounds like a guitar, yeah.
It does.
Boom.
It's the boom.
Don't mess with it. Stop.
But don't touch it.
And how's your chair getting squeakier?
You sound like SpongeBob is in your house.
What is that called?
Yeah, can you get some WD-40 on that chair?
There.
Are you guys done?
Oh,
Are we done?
classic move. Then he feels
Are
bullied.
we
He
done?
feels bullied.
Yeah.
I need you to clip that so he can hear how crazy that
Well,
sounds.
I'm going to clip it and play it when we come back from this break.
Okay, so I have some more details from the New York Post on the Jed York thing. 49ers owner Jed York was arrested Sunday. He allegedly tried to pay a woman a little over $100 for sex. Court documents obtained by the California Post state that York responded to an ad for a known prostitution website. He arranged to have activities with a female in exchange for $140. He then went to the meeting location, a trailer park in East Palestine, Ohio, where he was
The
taking
owner of the 49ers.
got busted at a trailer park.
A trailer park.
A trailer park, dude. Dave South says, for the cheapskis.
No, actually.
That's a new meaning for the Chiefskis.
A trailer park. Wow. Well, that's crazy.
Man, he really went out of his way.
For Twitcher.
That's like desperation at its finest.
I was trying not to say that word, but like for real.
What is his net worth? What is the owner of the 49ers worth? He has to be unbelievably wealthy, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Net worth of
You know, just a couple, roughly around 100 to $500 million.
That's it? Seems like it should be more than that.
That is his personal net growth.
His personal, his family's, because he runs the team. I guess the family owns it, but the family's is $8.5 billion.
Okay, that all right. Wow.
Jeez Louise.
You think somebody's saying you have one job, not get in trouble?
Don't be horny.
He can be horny. It's just,
I mean,
in public.
his family's worth $8.5 billion. That means you can be discreet.
right.
That means you don't have to drive to a trailer park.
Maybe this is on the reg in Youngstown, Ohio, or wherever the hell they were.
Not only that, I'm going to say something that's going to sound awful, but he is so rich. There are so many women out there who just go after him because he is so rich.
Oh, dude, he could.
And I know that's awful.
No, he definitely could. I mean, if he was down here, Astron assemble for him.
Why do you have to pay for that? That's
I mean, because
crazy.
down here you could just go to a fancy club and get a table, and then you use that as like bait.
Yeah,
You
go
can't
on a
do that in
yacht.
Youngstown.
Invite all these- yeah,
He ended up at a trailer park.
he's lives in San Francisco. You don't think they have that in San Francisco?
Not at the current time. He was in Youngstown.
Why
That's
did he
far
go-
away.
Not at the current time.
Right.
He was home and horny.
He was doing hometown horny, but come on.
I
Well, he
mean,
got busted. Well, I will say, in fairness, he had 160 on him. If he arranged for 140, that means he was tipping. So good for him.
$20 is all he could spare her. He's worth $1 billion.
He goes, cinnamon, that's for you.
I don't think that works that way.
I
How do
don't
you think
know.
it works?
I mean, I'm sure you're like,
Do you
what's
think
your
she-
name? Not Cinnamon. That's stage name.
Do you? Well, you don't think that the back ads also go by code names? I would disagree.
They absolutely go by different names.
Maybe he calls her Kittle Cat.
First of all, I'm thinking realistically.
That was ridiculous.
That's a point. Come on. Kittle Cat.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the point.
Point for Tobin.
Because I don't, why would you, like, you're worth all this money.
I'm so sorry.
You're not going to even raise an eyebrow that you had to go to a trailer park?
You think when he sees her, he says, "You're awful Brock Purdy."
You're taking it too far now.
Yeah, no, that's a -1.
You're pushing them.
That's what he does.
You're pushing them. Kiddo Cat was good. You're going a little far.
Just out of curiosity, what car did he drive to the trailer park?
Ooh, I don't think I have that yet.
Question.
Because
Was it an Uber?
what if you drive up in like a Maybach or something like that because you got it like that? Don't, like, aren't you going to feel like, are you just that horny that you don't care? Just drive your expensive car to the trailer park and do work? I don't know, man.
Who's happier about this, Mike Vrabel or Kyle Shanahan?
Oh,
Kyle Shanahan, because that's local.
He's like, oh, so can't get mad at me anymore.
Mike
Man.
Vrabel will give him some tips on how to address the situation with puppies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, does he have to have the "I'm sorry" press conference?
Is he getting? He's getting in trouble, right?
He already got sentenced. He pleaded.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
you mean from the league?
Yes.
No, he's not.
I don't know what happened to Robert Kraft. I don't even remember.
Robert
Did
Kraft got fined, didn't he?
I think I don't know.
I mean, something with the integrity of the league.
I mean, but if a fine is all he gets, is that really getting in trouble?
He received no punishment or discipline
From the league?
according to It was a legal case that was dismissed. Charges were dropped. Roger Goodell said.
So there's
the league
nothing.
did not impose any fines.
All right.
Now he did get a fine and he did get time. Man, that
But
must
it was.
You think he was? You think that he was in SAS jail like you? In
He didn't
Ohio?
go to jail.
No, he did go to jail. He went
They
to jail
do no. They did time served.
time served for the weekend.
Right.
That's why
But he didn't have to go.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
He went right away, but then.
Yeah, he got. There's a mugshot. Like he was in.
Yeah, but just because you have a mugshot don't mean you went to jail, dude.
So he just went in, went out. That counts for.
You
time
get a
served?
mugshot when you get
It says
charged.
here like he was.
He paid
sentenced
his
2 days.
bail.
Hold on. If he got arrested on the weekend, do you think he got sped up, or you think he was sitting in jail for the weekend?
Well, usually, depending on what they charge you for, you can pay and get out right away. Your
Horny
bond, then you got to go to court. Believe me, I'm familiar with how that works.
He was sentenced for 2 days and then with credits for a day served, and he was ordered to pay $1,150 in fines.
Jeez.
That's it.
I mean, right? That's crazy.
It's not even.
Could you imagine driving to? You have a Mercedes or something nice,
Mhm.
and you that horny that you will drive that expensive car to go get some work for $140.
See, I picture a guy like him having a driver too. Like I feel like Jeeves drives him around Youngstown.
Isn't that what happened with Kraft?
I feel like it was. Yeah, he had a driver.
There's no way Robert Kraft is driving.
He doesn't.
He's also old.
Doesn't even look like he can see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Crazy, man. Hey, so Klay Thompson, he is going.
When
to
is he getting to town?
He's in. Well, he's been in town. He's been working out at UM.
Okay, all right.
But he has his introductory press conference tomorrow at 3 p.m. Ergo, we will carry that for you. Just got the word from Galen, so you'll be able to hear that tomorrow on WQM. So after the show, I will go down, boots on the ground, to see old Biscayne Klay getting introduced. Very exciting. Very exciting.
All right.
What a time to be alive, dude. Bam. Serbian Bam. Giannis. Pella Larson's got a headband now. Davion Mitchell is thin. Klay Thompson is here. Bobby Portis is going to do Bobby Portis things. He's going to kick Norman Powell's ass, apparently. This has been a hell of a summer. We are so back. We are so back.
We are so back.
Simone Fontecchio dropped 21 this weekend against Estonia.
It's Estonia.
Do you even know where Estonia is on the map?
Right. I don't.
I
That's why I said that.
I was asking Tobin.
It's the most southern of the Estonias.
It's because you looked it up.
No, I made it up.
Come on.
What? You don't know where it is either?
Shameful.
I feel like you should just get one for that.
She didn't ask me.
I already knew you didn't know it.
I never claimed to know. I certainly didn't say it's in the southernmost of the Estonias.
That doesn't even sound right.
That's
I
what
don't
he
think
said.
there's only one Estonia that is Estonia.
Oh, wow. Got it completely wrong.
Where did you
So
think it
it's
was?
above Latvia
Northern Europe.
and underneath Helsinki.
It's closer to Russia. Famous for its digital technology and old medieval towns. Well, Simone Fontecchio pillaged their ass this weekend. 21 from the gondola.
My goodness.
Number 3.
Oh my goodness, what is wrong with you?
Take a break. More to come. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let's get to some headlines here, brought to you by Doral Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito, and when we want a low price, we save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. As the Miami Marlins, they're back at it tonight. They are taking on the Boston Red Sox.
They've cooled off a little bit, huh?
They've cooled off a little bit, but they're still in a good spot right now in that AL East. Honestly, the Rays are cooking right now again, dude. Every one of these, they got to be like, Rays, every single time.
I know.
No pressure. Hey, Bendix, let's go. Chop, chop. When do we get to be the Rays? I want to win a division. Never been done, Bendix.
Isn't that crazy? 2 World Series, never won a division.
Never won it. Stupid Braves. Anyway, the Red Sox will be in town tonight, 6:40. Sandy's on the hill, and Boston comes in at a 71-59. They have won 5 of 6, Leroy. They're coming off a sweep of the San Francisco Giants. So, got to imagine there was no love for Rafael Devers anytime in that series with his unceremonious exit from Boston. Yeah. So that's that tonight. You got that right here on WQAM. Be listening. Been celebrating today as Klay Thompson is a member of the Miami Heat. Agrees to a 2-year deal. He will get introduced tomorrow at the Kaseya Center. 3 o'clock, we will carry that press conference for you right here on your home for Heat basketball, WQAM. So be locked in, and the boys in the afternoon will have that for you. I'll be boots on the ground for that one. For those who were wondering, yes, France did edge Serbia this weekend, 91-90. It was tough. Jovic, 13 points. He was 4-7, 3 of 4 from the line. He grabbed 5 rebounds, had a block, and forced a Wemby air ball, but a blunder by the Serbian defense at the end cost him, unfortunately, for the friendly. But as we say in Serbia, on to Iceland. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we got Sweden and Finland coming up. I can't wait for that matchup. You think Gustav Forsling and Alexander Barkov put a little something on it?
And a friendly?
Yeah, well, no, it's not a friendly anymore. These are World Cup qualifiers.
I think they don't even know they're playing.
Oh, you're wrong, dude. Actually, let me tell you something about Alexander Barkov. He always knows when Finland's playing, okay? If I know one thing about Alexander Barkov, he always knows when Lauri Markkanen is touching the court, okay? Trust me. He's going to be president of Finland. So you're wrong on that. Now, does Gustav Forsling know that Sweden has a game? Perhaps not, because you want to know something about Gustav Forsling? He's always thinking about stopping shots, okay? So he may not know, but one thing we say is Pelle Larsson is kind of the Gustav Forsling of the Heat. So be forewarned, dude.
Kind of?
Well, he kind of is. I mean, you wouldn't say that Pelle Larsson and Gustav Forsling have similar qualities?
It's the fact that you say that people say these things.
Nobody says it.
No one says this.
People say that
You're the only person.
I'm telling you.
People say that he's kind of the Gustav Forsling of the
You disagree that the idea that Pelle Larsson is the Gustav Forsling of the Heat?
I don't even know what I agree with anymore after that statement.
Interesting.
You called Pelle Larsson the Swedish Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, kind of.
No.
Kind of.
No.
Kind of.
No,
kind of now, right?
Now he's kind of. But when you said it,
right,
you said it with your whole chest.
I was excited.
You did.
Yeah. And
who was Bam Adebayo today? Swedish Bam Adebayo?
No, Serbian.
Serbian, my bad. Serbian Bam Adebayo.
I just said if you squinted while watching, because I was watching it from
Squinted with how many eyes? Both of them?
Well, so here's the setup yesterday. I took my son to the arcade, right? And I said, beat it, kid. Go to the arcade. And because I want to watch Serbia versus France. So this new arcade at the mall, I have a bar, so I can keep an eye on them, but I can also drink my beer and watch. I can watch.
Wow.
France. And he's like, Papa, can we play a game? I said, not now. Nico's on a heater. So in the meanwhile, I was watching and I was like, here's the thing. sometimes in the mall the service isn't great, right? So like you'd have that thing where like every once in a while it goes a little blurry, and like when it went blurry, and I watched, but I know Jovic because he's got the one leg sleeve. That's his thing. I was like, I gotta tell you, he kind of looks like Serbian Bam Adebayo on Wemby. Why? Why am I getting a -1?
Because you know why.
I'm telling you, I'm just like, you guys can
-1.
get mad at me, but the handsome Serbian coach had Niko Jovic guarding Wembanyama, and when I went from 3 bars to 2 bars, and it was like, and I was like, yeah, it's blurry, but I know what Jovic looks like. I'm like, kind of looks like Bam Adebayo.
Except he's taller and white.
Well, yes, he is. Thank you. That's why he's Serbian. I didn't say he actually looks like Bam Adebayo.
Really?
There's no word. There's no words. That's the
None.
thing.
Well, why?
Literally speechless.
None.
What's the problem?
I mean, usually we compare people to players they look like and play like, not just.
It was the footwork. Defensively, though, he had the Bam footwork down. You don't think he's gone against Bam a time or two? He's probably learned a thing or two about a thing or two.
Not to the point where I'm gonna call him Serbian Bam.
I didn't say that he is Serbian Bam. I said he kind of looked like Serbian Bam.
Oh, now who's wiggling now?
Looked like him.
Always
When the
wiggling.
internet went blurry, I'm just like, look at that footwork on him on the defensive side. And then what did Wembanyama shoot? Ball. He's in his head. Nikola Jovic, he's got Wembanyama in hell these last couple of games. He's lucky that horde bailed him out. He's lucky. Because they would have been like, oh, once again, Wembanyama cannot come through in the clutch. Ho ho.
Are you serious right
You can't
now?
even drink his water without laughing. He's cracking up for the radio audience.
Like
I cannot believe the
cracking
words
up.
that are coming out of
Almost
his own
spit
mouth.
the water out.
Disgust on Leroy's face.
He's over you.
Like,
He looks exhausted.
I am. He's exhausting. Like we fight it. He just moves
Like
on
he
to the
needs
next
a
topic.
vacation.
And we thought Rudy Gobert couldn't show up. Look at this Wembanyama.
Wait.
Shut down.
It's a really
Nobody in my wife's family talks like that.
Meanwhile, little. Like I've talked to her before.
He talks like that.
She's like, would you like some jambalaya? I'm like, I would, Mima. Thank you.
Dude, I can't bring you in public. And the thing is, when he's in public, nothing like this.
Somebody says Dolphin Kane. Is that French Odyssey, Tobin?
It is.
Uh,
He sounds like Lumineer from Beauty and the Beast.
I'm telling you, but I'm telling you guys, he kind of looked like Serbian Bam. That's all I'm saying. I'll stop saying it.
and you say kinda, so if we say you said it, you could say, no, that's not what I said. So you left yourself a little wiggle room. How many games into the season before you put him on notice?
Jovic?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see.
After the season, we'll see. I don't know.
You're so wishy-washy with this.
I think we're going to get off to a great start. I think we're going to have a killer regular season, so I don't think there's going to be need for notice on anybody.
Okay.
That's just me.
Okay.
That's just me.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Dolphins had practice today.
Really? What did they practice? Bumping in each other? Because they practiced that on Saturday.
That was really, really.
And can I tell you another thing? I was told this early in my career. The confident guys, the guys that know what they're about, don't ever have to fight. They can laugh it off and everybody will still treat them a certain way. The guys who don't feel like they're good enough, the guys who think they have to prove who they are, have to respond and fight and do all these things. So what I'm amazed at throughout this whole past week is how many fights the Dolphins got into. And then when we were playing in a game, no resistance whatsoever. I don't care who it is. No resistance.
It was rough. It was
so
embarrassing.
So all that fighting, talking about we ain't gonna start it, but we'll finish it. Actually, right. So and I was always told that. You ever notice the champion don't never have to talk trash. It's always some do in fight, yeah. But in most cases, the up and comer is the one running his mouth the most.
I said hydrate, champ.
Right. So yeah.
I got some stock up, stock down from Omar Kelly. He also had Jackson Woodard, the inside linebacker, for stock up. Stock down, though. Interesting one. Caleb Douglas, the rookie receiver, who was smoking hot to start during the early training camp practices, had a quiet third week of training camp. The Dolphins' third-round pick continued his quiet practice on Monday. The Dolphins do need to evaluate some other receivers before August 30th cut-down day, so maybe Douglas's reps are being limited.
Want me to tell you what happens?
Do tell.
You get and you got to fight the dead legs.
You short-circuited there, buddy. Could you please repeat that? Oh, we lost him.
We lost him.
Oh, no. The internet. It's blipped out. Sacre bleu.
There we go.
Oh, he's back.
Again.
Okay, what were you saying? Why
you gotta
reps?
Dead legs.
Oh, he's got
everybody has to fight through it through camp. Usually you get it your second or third week in camp, and you got to work through it so that then your body gets acclimated and then you're ready for the start of the season. What happens nowadays is you're experiencing that the first couple of weeks of the season. So everybody looks sluggish and lethargic. The object is to get through that in camp so you can acclimate your body, and then your body knows what it's going to have to go through, and then you can hit the beginning of the season going full strength and going good. So you're going to get the dead legs. You haven't practiced like this since the last year, and you got to work your way through that. If you're giving so many breaks and getting guys ready for the season, you got to go through that process. So a lot of the young guys, it happens to a lot, that they get in their second or third week of camp, dead legs. They struggle a little bit because they're tired, they're sore, or whatever. It also happens during the regular season around Thanksgiving.
Oof.
Because at that point, you have played more football than you've played in your life.
Here's Omar's injury report. Cornerback Juju Brents, who's competing for a starting spot, returned to 11-on-11 work after missing some time the past 2 weeks. Terrell Dodson, who's competing with rookie Jacob Rodriguez, sat out his second practice. Tight end Will Kazmarek missed his first practice for what appears to be an injury. Cameron Good, a core special teams player in Miami's past few years, did not participate in practice for unknown reasons. Defensive tackle Zach Sealer did a rehab assignment on the field but was held out of practice.
They sent him down to AAA, right? Rehab assignment.
What is it? What is his rehab assignment? Like, is it wrangling a cow? Like, what does he do? As was Kenneth Grant, who showed up to his rehab assignment on a scooter designed to keep him off his legs. So both legs. So it was a meep scooter?
How do you scoot with no legs? Don't you need to push with one?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Was it an electric scooter?
Wait, it said both legs?
Yeah, it said keep him off his legs. So, like, does he have one with it might
be amusement park scooter then.
So it was a public scooter?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Do you think they put little off-road wheels on it so he can be on the grass?
Really?
Yes, I do think so.
Probably.
The last thing they want him to do is be comfortable, right? They want you off of that as soon as possible.
I want to know what the scooter looked like.
There has to be a photo.
I don't know if they're allowed to take photos today because it was a closed practice. I don't know what the rules are. Anyway, all right. Take a break. Back after this. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Get to a little Monday Football Rewind, which is brought to you by the invitation to the Lexus Summer Sales Event. Get offers on select models now through August 31st. Marlins, they'll be back in action tonight. 6:40 is your first pitch. Yesterday was Tommy Hutton Day. It was Gooses galore.
It was cool.
Love that guy. Love that guy. He'll keep us from quibbling. Meanwhile, Deshaun Watson has
handed out an apology.
Kind of. He acknowledged. I don't know if I necessarily call it an apology as more of an explanation of feelings. But here he was today after getting named QB1. Here's what he had to say on the whole ordeal.
Everyone ready? Good. First off, I want to address the comments from Saturday after the game. I think just, human nature, just myself being very emotional, putting a lot of time these last 2 years to, get back and, spend time in this facility, in the city, meeting a lot of different people in the community. I thought I was going to get, a little different response, but I think my emotions got the best of me, and my comments wasn't intending to go at any of the fans around in the city, because there's been a lot of great fans that have been supporting me, and I know the frustration this organization have put a lot of investment in coming to get me back in 22, and things haven't been going the right direction that we thought it was. A lot of injuries, a lot of time off, and not putting the best football and my foot forward. So, again, just, I understand the frustration. I understand everything that kind of goes into that.
Wait, does he understand the frustration? He said that multiple times, but, does he have any clue of the frustration? Because he doesn't seem to have a real big grasp of the frustration of this whole ordeal. That's the thing that's crazy about it, is he's sitting here, I understand it. It's like, well, it doesn't feel like you do, because you don't think that it's because you stink.
And when you come out and say this, you basically have to strip yourself down, right? Meaning that you have to take the heat. Nobody gives a damn about your circumstances as to why. Nobody cares that you were in your feelings. The whole situation was you commented on people booing you. And if you say, hey, I thought it would be different, it caught me off guard a little bit. But I understand. I haven't played good football in a long time. The team and the organization made a large investment in me. Hell, the fans made a large investment in me. And I haven't played good football since I've been here. Right? So even though, it was shocking to me, I understand. Right? That's it. Nobody wants to hear why. Because when you start explaining why you did what you did, it tends to venture away from you taking responsibility for what you said. You want people to understand why you said it, instead of people forgiving you for saying something that you probably shouldn't have said. And that's why this is going to come across the wrong way. In everything that's happened with him, at no point in time has he said, I made a mistake. It's always this giant explanation, which means that if some think that, wait a minute, you ain't apologizing for what you did or said, you trying to explain.
Right. That's why I'm saying it doesn't sound like an apology. It sounds like an explanation to me. Here's more.
I understand.
I want to focus on football, making sure that, I'm putting the best product out there, having the best ability, because I thrive off the energy. I thrive off the energy of the fans. I thrive off the energy of the community. I thrive off all that stuff. I think looking back in my history at Clemson and, previous at the Houston organization, I was a big community guy, big city guy, big fan guy, during the game. So, again, my emotions got the best of me. I'm human. I take full responsibility of that. And, just moving forward, I want to make sure that I put the best product for the team, for the organization, and for this city so we can put a lot of wins and make sure that I celebrate and put Cleveland on the map. And that's why I put the helmet on my head and I put the uniform on my body, is to go out there and make sure I put my best foot forward. And that was one of the reasons why I chose this city, is to come and have a lot of wins with this.
You were on a plane. You told Cleveland to kick rocks. They came, knocked on the plane door, and said 2:30 guaranteed. You got off the plane and said, I'm a Cleveland Brown. You ain't like weigh all your options. Yeah. That was your only option.
Phony, dude. He's just a phony.
Like, you can't, and this is what happened here. This is what happens to people in general, right? You genuinely might feel remorse for what you did. But in your efforts to apologize, you start explaining, because he's never had to say or put it out there that I made a mistake. If he would have said that line at any point in time, it becomes a little more believable, right? But
yeah,
you listen to that whole comment, at no point in time did he say anything along the lines of, I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people are describing this as an apology. I'm like, I don't hear an apology. I hear a therapy session as to why he broke. Like, he basically, because he went into the whole week and he was like, oh, I don't care how they react, which very clearly he did.
Right.
I find it strange that he thought he was going to get a reaction to that, because he answered earlier in the week, hey, what if the fans boo? Which I would say the media has a pulse on. They're interacting with fans all the time. Wouldn't you think they're asking you that for a reason, because fans are pissed? So for him to still have the delusion of, I'm going to have this positive reaction, and maybe it's because Shador's getting a positive reaction because they like him. They don't like you. You stink, and you're overpaid, and it hasn't worked out. And that's as simple. That's really has nothing to do with community work or honestly anything in his back. Like, the reason they're booing you right now is you suck, dude. And I think that's the thing, is he just hasn't come to grips with, I'm not that guy anymore.
Not even that, but he hasn't come to grips with the fact that maybe he went too far.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think whether listen, here's how life works. All right? Hang with me here. The more you suck at your job, the nicer you need to be.
Yep.
Is that a good assumption?
Oh yeah. That's
you can't be a jackass and do your job poorly.
That's like the guy in Office Space when they're like, what would you say you do? I'm a people person. Well, that's what his job was. He goes, they're not good with people. I'm good with people. But you don't do anything?
Right.
No, people like me. Deshaun Watson's like, nah, people don't like me. I'm not good at my job, and I don't really have a lot of accountability for anything I've done. But other than that, it's going great. Other than that.
And make sure that we, on the right track so we can have a lot of, celebrations and a lot of excitement to go each and every Sunday. So, again, moving forward, I just want to make sure that, I can give the city something to, think about, in the first two games. And, when we come back home, that we have something to cheer about and we can celebrate and, go do what we want to do, and that's achieve the ultimate goal and go win and, be a champion.
No. Let me. Okay. All of us have been in arguments with significant others, family members, friends. I'm going to give you the phrase that pisses you off the most. Let's just move forward.
Yep.
Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Because we can't move forward if you didn't apologize for what you did. You put us in living hell. You want to move forward. When has Deshaun Watson said, I understand where it's coming from? I have not been good. Own it. Be better. But when you say, I just want to move up, you know who else is going to say that? It's coming. Vrabel.
Oh, dude. Vrabel should have said, hey, didn't do the puppy move.
But you understand.
No, I get it.
That is the equivalent to calm down, calm down.
Yeah.
That's the nice, let's just move
behind us
on.
Yeah.
You are not, like, after this conversation now, you know what fans should have felt by the way you apologized and went at it? Oh, man, he's been through it, but, I can kind of understand how, it's frustrating on him too, right? But if you don't ever come clean and apologize, if you don't ever come clean and just kind of undress yourself with and just humble yourself, they're not going to ever feel that way. They always, as soon as you throw a bad pass, they're going to be right back at it because guess what? You ain't acting like you care about how they feel. So why should they care about how you feel?
Yeah, the margin for error for him is going to be 0 this year.
Right.
People cannot not wait to boo his ass.
And you know what? He did it to himself by the things he said and then how he apologized for it. Right? And we ain't even talking about the other stuff.
Nope.
Then I agree, Fins Up. It's not in him to apologize. Well, take that smoke. Take that smoke. Because guess what? In case you ain't been around sports long enough, fans are relentless. If you don't fix it, if you don't try to make good with it, right? You better be damn well understanding. Don't get all caught up in your feelings because you got booed because you ain't did nothing to make it better.
Well, that was rough. Take a break.
Yep.
Play a little all right. No, to close things out. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Let's get to a little all right. No. My all right. Had him on the show last week. FIU's own Anthony Wint.
Did he do that work?
Got that work done, dude, on Saturday at UFC Sacramento. Put his opponent to sleep with an arm triangle. Dude went snooze.
He didn't have a chance to tap out because he was night-night?
Didn't even do tap machine. He just went out. Out.
Did they do the thing like WWE?
I think they were just like, nope. It was pretty obvious he was out. So congrats to him. He improves to 8-0 and gets himself a victory over there in the UFC. My oh no goes to the haters, dude. Oh no to the haters, because we got Klay Thompson for the cheapskis. Oh, no. Bill Simmons, every one of your little ringer cronies out there. Yeah, what now, dude? He'd have no shooting? Oh, okay. How about a Splash Brother? He might be bringing his friends someday. You don't know.
Is he still splashing?
Oh, he's splashing, dude. Splish, splash. We're taking a bath. What do you got?
All right. My all right is gonna go to Wyndham Clark, who was spitting a bit all day, then bird the last 3 holes to win. Real quick. Cool. Second leg of the playoffs. The tour championship is this weekend. My oh no. In the same tournament, Gary Woodland, who's I think either tied or one back of the lead, got on the tee and topped one. It went 40 yards. Now, these are guys that spend their whole life hitting golf balls. I've seen them hit them way left. I've seen them hit them way right. I have never seen a golfer either on the lead or near the lead top an iron off the tee. I was shocked. They kept showing it over and over and over again. Like, it was baffling to everyone.
Crazy. That's great, though. Love that.
Yes, he's like us.
He's like us.
He's like us. We can, look, I do that. Yeah, that's great.
Jennifer, what's your all right no here today?
Well, I have a couple all rights. First of all, this is low-hanging fruit, really, but the signing of Klay Thompson, it's fantastic because not only is he adding to the Miami Heat, but he's adding to our entertainment with Marcos. It's so much fun.
Yep, I know. He's going to look like such a fool.
It's the best. I'm so excited to see what else happens. And also to Hialeah's very own rapper, who we somehow met, I think like a week ago, me and Brittany in the hallway. His name is Luke Taleno, and he got the golden buzzard on America's Got Talent. So he is advancing to the semifinals.
Who is doing the America's Got Talent now? Like, what's the panel?
Well, it's always going to be Simon Cowell.
I believe Howie Mandel.
He's still doing it? Scary Spice still doing it?
I think Mel B's still
No, I
doing
think
it.
I thought she left.
What about Heidi Klum?
I don't
No,
think
isn't what's her name doing it? From that show.
Oh no, okay, so it's Sofia Vergara.
So yeah.
Oh wow.
And Mel B, yes.
Yeah, it's a Mel
What a
B.
judge.
Yeah. The host Terry Crews.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
He's the,
Used to
he's
be
the,
Nick Cannon, right?
Yes.
What's he busy doing? Oh, he got fired from them, right? That was the whole thing.
He's trying to keep up with his children.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He got kids everywhere. Everywhere.
Tell you what, though. Never got busted in a trailer park.
Nope. Nah, I mean, he just left evidence behind. A kid. He ain't need to get busted.
Did you have an oh no?
I do have an oh no. So I thought I was being a good cousin and going to a Pilates class with
I need pictures. Can we get pictures of J Fig doing Pilates?
No. And I invited Brittany to go with me as well.
Wow.
And I forgot, with all the excitement, I completely forgot the pain that comes with it afterwards.
So, like, you guys thought it was going to be like, wee, and then it hurt.
Well, I was just
You
thinking
know,
like
I just didn't think
beginner.
about that. Yeah.
I was
The
thinking
girl lied to
beginner.
us. It was not beginner's class.
No. I literally almost I had to swallow my throw up.
Ew.
In the middle of the class.
Man, that's rough.
It was
it like
fun
hot-
until
What's the temperature? They do it like hot yoga? How do they do Pilates?
No, isn't it with the did you do the machine or did you just do it on the floor?
Just on the floor.
it was
Okay.
just on the floor, yes.
Did you get to do the Wii machine?
No.
That's
Yeah,
not
'cause there was
You
like
know
a
that-
brand event, so it
I
was.
feel like
I needed video of this. I need to see you two guys struggling.
Nope.
Come on.
No.
That's okay.
I mean,
Did
I'm proud
you-
of us. I
Did
think
you
we did
guys
a
walk
good
out?
job.
Did you walk out and say we never speak of this again?
No.
Pretty much.
I mean,
You did
I'm
pretty
okay about it. Hurts. It
Uh,
hurts. Definitely hurts at times, but
Yeah. And then I
forgot.
proceeded to see our Pilates instructor at dinner.
Oh, really?
Oh my
It's very
goodness.
odd.
Was it a
after her saying that she was going to see her in her nightmares.
was it a man or a woman?
It was a woman. Yeah, I hadn't been making jokes like, oh my God, I'm going to see this girl in my nightmares. Like, she just tortured me. And then I'm sitting at dinner and I look up across the restaurant and there she is. And I was like, there's just no. And then I'm getting up from my chair at dinner and I'm like struggling because I'm in so much pain.
Dave South says we need to do that as a bet payoff Pilates class.
I would love to see
Oh
you
my
guys.
God.
I can do Pilates, by the way.
Can I do the fun machine though? Like I wanna.
The machine's worse.
Listen, Tobin.
The
I don't think
machine's
it's
worse,
a fun
Tobin.
machine. I've done the machine and it's not
worse.
okay.
It's for the
It's
bit.
worse.
It's worse.
It's for the
You're
bit.
going to fall and hurt
I can do
yourself.
Pilates.
Well, you know what?
I've
He
done
can do it
Pilates.
for the bit, but he's gonna have to wear that Pat Riley suit
Why?
Why
are we
you-
adding punishment?
because it'd be fun.
So,
Just
yeah,
see you, like,
So wait,
I had to-
we got to do tickle stick. That's happening.
That's not a punishment though. I thought you're doing that
Yeah.
for leisure.
Yeah.
it's a punishment for his mental health.
So are we gonna? We need the dartboard of doom again.
Okay.
We need the dartboard of doom, and then we can put Pilates on there.
Dade South. I did one time for the Wheel of Humiliation back on the morning show. We did a jazzercise class. Joy and I had to do a jazzercise class. That was terrible, and it was actually hard. I don't think that they liked though that we were making fun of the idea of jazzercise. These people really respect.
They really are serious about that stuff.
They are. They're
very
serious about
serious.
jazzercise.
Like there was, like I
footage
remember I was
of
in the pool one time, and you know the far lane was open, and the old people
Yeah.
were doing water aerobics, and I was behind them, like doing stuff like this.
Jazzercise was sneaky tough. Brittany, you're all right? No.
All right, so I'll make it quick. My all right goes to, I don't know if you guys saw the story coming out of Dallas. They have a Navajo defensive lineman
Oh.
currently, which he's the first Navajo, like someone of Navajo heritage
Mhm.
to ever be in the NFL, even though they have like 400,000 people in their population. And his name is Shiaz Pete. And they played in Arizona this weekend. And a bunch of Navajo showed up to the game, and it was a packed house, and they gave him a standing ovation because he made a great block on a touchdown at the end of the game. And it
Oh,
was just,
cool.
it's just a really cool story. So that's my all
that's
right.
cool.
because The coverage of it made me cry. I literally started crying because it
That's
was
beautiful.
It was beautiful, and I hope they sign him. And then my oh no goes to, I don't know if you guys saw Enes Kanter's antics at the WNBA game over this past weekend. There's been a lot of controversy in the WNBA recently about transgender women playing in sports, like
Right.
in general. And some of the WNBA players have weighed in on the issue, and it has become a really huge topic around the WNBA.
Yes, and now Enes Kanter is proclaiming himself a woman so he can enter the draft.
So
Real
he's-
champion of the cause.
Yes, instead of, trying, he thinks he's uplifting women, but in reality he's making a mockery of it. And it just has bothered me a lot, the way that now the WNBA, I feel like when it comes to WNBA, we allow so much of things outside of the actual basketball and what these women are doing to control the narrative around it. And it's just really disgusting to see a grown man antagonizing women and stepping over baselines to come at them as if he's going to fight them of some sort. So I'm glad that they kicked him out, and he is my oh no, because he's a major clown.
He's been a major clown. I mean, he's been a major
Yes.
clown since he's been out of the league for 10 years when he was, going at LeBron James. Like he's just he's an attention whore. Like that's what it is. Like he's a loser basketball player who's got no relevance. He's trying to glam onto any little bit of relevance. And that's why I don't even bring this stuff up a lot, because I do think you're right. Like when I watch the WNBA, all I want to see is Caitlin Clark and Asia Wilson's amazing. I watched that Life in the W. I thought that was a Goosey's documentary. This stuff is a waste of time. And it's honestly like the fact that he has to show up like it's the WWE to get any kind of attention on himself because he's an irrelevant stiff of a basketball player is just, I find it sad that anybody gives it any kind of breath and oxygen. And he should have gotten kicked out. You're not there for the game.
Too much. Like I think we're living in a world where everybody makes such a big deal about certain things that we just become unaware of what the reality of the situation is. And so he could put whatever twist he wants on it. It's like ridiculous. Come on,
it's
man.
not genuine.
Like,
it's like you don't have
exactly.
Genuine character.
Exactly. Because if he could play basketball in the NBA, he would much rather that money. I promise.
Mind you, it kind of really is a non-issue because there's 0 transgender players in the WNBA. So he's just taking an issue in a stance. He saw an opportunity to become relevant again, and he took it. And it's at the expense of women, and it's not fun or cute.
Yeah,
so.
Look, this is definitely not an end of show topic to get into, but we can get
I'm sorry.
No, we can get on to more of this stuff later on in the week, because this is stuff that's like, the thing that's funny about everybody who's glamming onto this. They're acting like they're such geniuses. Like these haven't been issues in sports before, like it was just recently in the Olympics, where these are genuine like concerns about what was somebody born? Is that a competitive advantage? This happened locally down in MMA stories 10 years ago with a fighter named Fallon Fox, and people were wondering. The Florida Commission allowed her to fight women, and she ended up losing. But it's this whole I'm a former NBA player or top, and I'm going to enter the WNBA draft. Yeah, congratulations. You've really moved ahead the conversation. Yeah, a real winner. That deserves 0 applause or praise from anybody, and anybody who thinks that it does is a horse's ass, and it's a complete waste of time. Anyway, that's our show for today, everybody. Klay Thompson's here tomorrow. It's Klay Day. It's Klay Day. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Once again, Wembanyama cannot come through in the clutch. Ho ho. Did I overblow Jovic a little bit too much? Perhaps.
Giannis. And what happened?
Nothing, dude. Nothing.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.